have been some leaks that have dropped. And they're showing some hangar stuff where people have put a lot of stuff in hangars. There's also been news that if you fall along the ship elevator, that you will, you can, if and you survive, it will bring you back up, which is a nice safety feature. So, some interesting information on that.
It depends on what stage you're in.
Stage such as
What stage of the elevator, right? If you jump down there before the door starts closing, it'll bring you up. But
yeah.
if the door has already started, then you'll get trapped inside there.
Yeah.
Hi, Dyer.
What's up, Dar?
Hello?
He's there. Yep, I can hear you. What's going on?
Oh, I said, so how's everything on the Uvicati? Hopefully everything good.
Well, he's in there, and
Hi.
I'm doing other stuff, so what is going on with you, sir?
A long day at work, just getting out. Off to get my little one to his karate class.
Okay. So, to go over some quick patch notes that dropped. Let's see. So, testing feedback is personal hangars, freight elevators, storage access, hover trolleys, and hangar decorations. Still not ready for testing or feedback are hauling missions, commodity rebalance, and the dynamic event of the Blade Runner blockade. So
it's called the Blade Runner?
Blade Runner, Blockade Runner.
Oh, I was going to say that's a good name.
It is, let's see, features and gameplay. Gameplay, master modes, Atmo flight controller retuning, the ship cockpit camera polish, ship third-person camera updated with smoother vibration along with the same effect changes applied to the cockpit to reduce HUD movement. And personal hangar destination changes when elevator is called by another player. Players cannot retrieve ships to stop terminals at Orison, Seraphin, and New Babbage. That was fixed. Quitting the client can break the exit bed interaction. They fixed that. Oversized active armistice zone icon. External elevator doors are falling to open when elevators carrying players arrive at persistent hangars within the PU. Distribution centers. Okay. Kiosk storage access inventory. If a player force closes, disconnect the game client while taking out or withdrawing items from storage, the items will be lost that were being withdrawn. They fixed that. Maneuvering thrusters on the kiosks. For the 400i, maneuvering thrusters on 400i are rotated perpendicular to their intended position. Fixed an issue causing FPS AI to target and fire at players through buildings instead of attempting to gain line of sight. Nice. Definitely need that fix. Okay. So that's what's going on. Doing something I haven't done for a while in the PU. It has been a little bit cranky, so I'm going to give it a shot. See what we got. And X that out. Okay.
All right.
I hope everybody had a good evening yesterday. Spent some quality time with my stepson and with my son, and just chilling, relaxing, and was definitely hoping that I would be able to hear from Space Guy Ty on what was happening with this new patch that just dropped to Evocati. So, Space Guy Ty, you got the floor. Let me know what's happening while I'm doing stuff.
So far, and I use that term liberally, so far, haven't had a server error, haven't had a 30k. I'm still getting items over. Hold on. What was that? Never mind, it's gone. I heard a weird noise. Anyway, I'm getting items overlapping when they come up on the cargo grid, but it looks like it's limited to the beanbag chair. Like every time I bring up a beanbag chair, it's like clipped in with other furniture, but the other furniture doesn't clip with each other. So I wonder if that's. I've gotten screenshots of it several times, so that'll be going on my issue council report. But right now I'm moving furniture. I mean, I know that's not very exciting, but I want to move furniture, set it up, and then see if it persists after something like a 30k or a just a regular log.
Launch complete.
Hey, Space Guy, on the furniture, so you said a beanbag? They have beanbags?
Yeah, there's a beanbag chair. I mean, it's basically, obviously it doesn't move like a beanbag would, you know. It's basically a chair that looks like it's a beanbag folded in the shape of a chair, and it's rigid. But yeah, there is one.
Okay. Is there a couch?
Yeah, there are a couple of different ones. There's a low end couch and a high end couch. The high end couch is all black leather and kind of with a gold kind of, what's that bar at the very bottom. I keep wanting to say underpin, but it's not underpinning. It's just like a horizontal gold strip across the very bottom. The low end couch is like these big red leather cushions in a metal framework.
Oh wow. Okay.
You got various tables and chairs, and a lot of chairs are basically seats out of ships. There's an Aegis seat, and there's a Drake seat, which looks like, you know, every cockpit chair in a Drake ship. So there's variation. There's not a whole lot of different stuff, but there's some.
I take it that the furniture is like located at different areas in the Staten, right?
Well, as of right now, basically the same furniture is available at every shop that sells it. So you can buy it either at the Kelto on New Babbage or Orson, or you can buy it at Dumper's Depot at Area 18. Might be available at Tammany and Sons in Lorville, but I don't know. I can check though.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. Doing something I haven't done for a little while. As a matter of fact, I haven't done it through the first part of 23, a lot of 22, and 23.1. So something a little different I haven't done for a while. So we'll see. Flying the flagship, Snowbird 1. She hasn't been out for a while.
Space Side, on the inventory, I know I is disabled, right? Like you're not able to hit I and bring up your inventory anymore. You have to go to the terminals, right?
No, that's not quite true. Like, you can still hit I. You can still hit I and bring up your inventory, but it no longer accesses your local. It only accesses your personal inventory. So whatever you've got in your armor, in your pockets, in your backpack, that's what you have access to with I. So if you want to access your local big inventory, you do have to go to one of those, and then you'll select a bunch of things and move it to the drawer, and then you'll open the drawer and get the stuff out that you want. I'm not a fan of the system. Like, I'm a fan of the physicalization and the local access. I'm not a fan of how they have executed the UI. It's very clunky. It has a whole lot of extra steps that makes things that should be very simple way more complicated than they need to be.
So I guess, like, if I'm bringing up like a helmet and core and everything, and everything's gonna be in that drawer, and like it's gonna be like in boxes, or?
Well, so if you open up the drawer, it's like opening up an external, right? So I'll go into the kiosk, right, and I'll select an undersuit, an armor set, and a backpack, like you do, right? And I'll at the bottom I'll say move to drawer, and all that stuff moves to the drawer, right? And I can still keep adding things to the drawer if I want. I cannot, from the kiosk, I cannot put things into the backpack, or I cannot put things in it. So if I want to add in some water and stuff, that's all going to be separate. So then let's say I do what I got to do, and I moved everything to the drawer that I want. Now I have to click open drawer. When I do that, it opens up my inventory again. And so now I've got my personal inventory on the left and the drawer's inventory on the right with all the stuff that I selected. And then from there, I start equipping my stuff and moving my, stuff into the backpack or attaching armor and weapons and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing. If I've forgotten something, or I got something wrong, right? Now I've got to redo the entire process all over again.
Like if you change your mind on like, oh, this is not the helmet I want, can you put it back in the drawer and then
yes,
it'll claim it automatically?
Yep. If anything you put in the drawer immediately goes back to your gear storage.
Okay.
So when you exit out of that by pressing I, now you have to go back into the kiosk and start the entire process all over again. So if let's say you just want to try on a bunch of different pieces of armor to see how they get fit together and how they look, that is now a huge pain in the ass. Because you can't have them all available to you to just try on. Because if I pick out like 3 or 4 different cores and move them to the drawer, as soon as I equip the core I'm kind of looking at, I can kind of see it and then swap it out. But the second I move, the second I close that drawer for any reason, it's all gone. And right now there's a bug where if I put things from my local inventory into the drawer, like if I drag and drop an undersuit into the drawer, it goes away. instead of staying there. Because I did that earlier. I pulled out a set of clothing. You start off with the default Odyssey undersuit, helmet, arc light pistol. That's the same. So I walk over to gear storage. I open up. I grab a set of like Pathfinder clothing that I got as a reward for some event or other. And I put all my Pathfinder clothing in the drawer, right? I put a multi-tool and a tractor beam. I didn't forget anything. I got it right. And I put it all in the drawer, and then I open the drawer. Well, before I can put that stuff on, I have to take the undersuit off. So I drag the undersuit from my body to the drawer, like you do. Drawer immediately closes. And when it closed, it took all that other stuff with it. So now I have to pick it back out again and move it over.
That kind of stinks.
Yeah. So it shouldn't have closed when I put the undersuit in it, right? That should not have closed the drawer. That's got to be a bug.
Right.
But it does. I don't count that as part of the execution, though. That's just a bug that they can fix. Oh, and it's like trying to put stuff in boxes, right? Like, let's say I've got an 8 SCU box, and I want to put, you know, a bunch of weapons and armor in it. Well, I have to pull all that stuff up. And I can pull all the armor and everything up that I want on the freight elevator, right? You've seen the pictures. You can pull up little items. It's fine.
Right.
But in order to put that stuff in a box, I essentially, like, I can only carry one box at a time in my hand. So what I would have to do is literally put on an armor set and a backpack, weapons, all of that stuff, then go to the storage box, the 8SCU storage box or whatever, then undress and put it all in. Then go back, redress in another suit, then go back to the box, undress and put it all in. That would be the most efficient way. Who dresses and undresses just to move stuff into a box? Right? So there are a lot of problems with it, and I think the community is going to be up in arms all about it. And honestly, this time, I think they do have a little bit of a right to. That said, it is an intermediate step, and hopefully it will be, you know, iterated on and made into something that is more efficient and easier to use than what we just came from in 323.1. This looks like a good little spot to hang out and drink beer. I think I'll set up over here.
I heard it's pretty roomy in the hangar area for a couple of land vehicles.
Well, it depends on what hangar you get, right? My only pledge ship is a cutter, so my hangar is extra small. I mean, I've got plenty of room to, you know, kind of move around and decorate, so it's not like it's cramped. But if you're expecting, if all you have is a little ship and you're expecting to get one of those big hangars, you're going to be
sorely hurt.
I wonder if they go by the ship that's that you purchase in still in concept. I wonder if you get that size hangar or whatever you have in game.
No, it'll be whatever you have in game. It'll be the largest ship that you have in game. It'll be a hangar that will accommodate that ship.
Oh, okay. So the carriage is good size there. Okay.
I mean, it's gonna have to adjust to a point when the larger ships come out, the capital ships. It's gonna have to adjust.
Yeah.
Well, we know that an
That's
Idris
my
can
guess.
land. So, yeah, we know that an Idris can land. So we will. I mean, there will have to be hangars that can land in Idris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. You can imagine when you go to a bunker and you want to loot armor, it's gonna be hell to transfer that to your ship and then transfer it to your main site, your main
Yes.
base.
Yes, it is going to be a real pain for bunker looting.
Landing complete.
I bought some low-end furniture and I bought some high-end furniture, and I think I'm going to set the high-end furniture up over here by the entrance. Kind of just a little waiting area for anybody who happens to be contracting my services. You know, have a nice leather couch that they can sit on before climbing into my oily, greasy Drake cutter. You know what I haven't heard?
What's that?
Noises from another hangar.
I think that's something that they fixed as well. The ambient sounds.
I didn't see that. I'm looking at the patch notes again. I don't remember seeing that one.
So you want to hear other people's hangars being like,
You
worked
don't.
on and stuff?
You don't want to hear it because you would.
No, there.
Oh,
Yeah. There's been a bug where if you're in your personal hangar, you will hear all the sound effects happening in everybody else's personal hangar at the same time. So anytime someone calls a ship, you know it. Anytime someone calls the freight elevator, I heard someone using a tractor beam. It's not listed. But it could be that I'm at Orison and almost everybody, like... Yeah, it looks like there is furniture available at Tammany and Sons in Louisville, so there's furniture available everywhere.
Be right back, guys.
A little bit of a slideshow. little bit of frame stoppage. Stuff loading in. So if anybody's got any questions or comments for Space Guy Ty while he's running Evocati, please feel free. Or if you have any questions for me, I will do my best to answer. Yeah, if I can get the doors to open. That would help. Yeah. Gotta love the timing of those doors, right? Hopefully on ISC this week, they're going to discuss the tech previews and give us a little more information about what's going on with those.
I am really looking forward to that. I really want to see what happened. I hope they discuss the Evocati jump test as well. I want more information on how that went.
I just want to jump.
I know. But yeah, I'm excited to hear about like the test results and what went good and what went bad and what they're working on fixing.
Well, okay, so I kind of got a synopsis on the SCO that was last week, and it seems like Everest Harbor is going to be the hub of the system with the new cargo setup and how it's going to work. That's going to be interesting.
Wonder how well this will work. So I've just set a chair right in front of the ASOP terminal in my hangar, right? So now I'm gonna sit in the chair, make sure my legs aren't clipping in, because you know, if you can set it anywhere. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Now can I access the ASOP terminal?
Sold.
I can indeed.
In
I
your
like
chair.
it. Yep, I just set a chair in front of the ASOP terminal. And the ASOP terminal is kind of... I wish I could screenshot and share this, but just trust me, it looks, you know, like a chair you might set to work the ASOP terminal.
Interesting.
Hello. Oh, but when I get up, I clip through everything in front of me. Because the animation sends me forward.
Right.
So that's not good.
Sub-Zero.
Not much. How's everybody?
Alright, what's going on with you, sir?
Oh, nothing.
Did you get your stuff fixed?
No. I probably wiped it when the snakes will come.
I still can't figure out how yours changed so drastically.
Right. I have no earthly idea.
Who did you piss off?
That's CIG, I guess.
That's the
Yeah.
question. I mean, did you make rude comments about Sandy Roberts?
No. He was using the updated reshade shaders and stuff like that, which I still use the old ones, and I haven't had a problem with them, and for some reason they have been giving him all sorts of issues. And he has an AMD, so don't know why. Not sure why, but it's weird. So, Zero, do you have any questions about 324?
Not yet. I haven't jumped in yet.
No.
My stuff is slow.
You can't jump into it yet because it's not there yet.
Oh, what was that update I just downloaded?
No, that's a hot fix.
So, just got the first server error, so we'll see if my decorating survived. It did survive. Even the table that I had in my tractor beam is still in my tractor beam and moving around just fine.
Nice.
Everything looks to be where it should be. I like it.
Trying out now.
I am in my persistent hangar, just checking out the decorations and seeing how persistent things are. You know, it just persisted through a server error, so that's good. You know, so far I've made a little waiting area for customers in my hangar, right? People who are utilizing my services. And I'm gonna make a little hangout area for like the crew. Ooh, that chair got away from me. And I might, you know, populate the area with some decorations and stuff that have built up in my account over the years.
What do you mean launchers wigging out?
Kept saying verify. I know that's what it was doing for me. After I downloaded.
Really?
Oh.
Launch complete.
I just suffocated for 10% of my health for no reason.
Won't let you log in?
I don't have that same problem.
Check the website. Two-step code not working. check check your website and see if you're logged into your account there.
Landing gear up.
That's what I had to do. I had to log out of the account and log back in, log out of everything.
They do it once a month. Can't log in on the website.
Whoa.
What's up, Super? Are the backup codes either? Ooh. That is not good. They might be having front end issues or something like that. Check. Does the launcher come up for you at all where you can see the status? Obstructed. Also reinstalled the launcher. Okay, we're coming today. I checked and we are coming up on 350. We're at 348. Or 550 rather, sorry. $548 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Still saying routing not available. Interesting. We're 23.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Let's see if we can get it up now. There we go. Maximum number of failed login attempts exceeded. Ugh. That is weird. I don't know why this thing is giving people such a hard time lately. Okay. I'm not getting a marker. This is weird. Let's cancel it. Do it this way. What's up, Falconian? How long do you wait now?
Another server error.
You should be able to get a reset. You have to reset your. You did the reinstall of the launcher. Hit Control R and reset the launcher. Or try that. At least I believe it's Control R. I have to
Yep.
Look at my stuff.
Control R refreshes the launcher. If you want to reset it, I believe it's Control Shift R or Control Alt R.
Yeah, I can't remember what they are. My game is so bad now I have to reset all of my keybinds every time. Log out and log back in 3 and 43 or 4 over and over and over. Have you saved your keybinds, Falconian? Have you saved them at all? Because what you have to do is save them, and then when you start the game, you have to load them you have to load them from the keybind configuration. That'll save you a lot of heartache and pain. Let's see if I can get this to work. This seems to be giving people a hard time today. Yeah, I can't even see this, so I'm gonna have to manually fly. Okay. No issues. This is weird. That's the comm array.
Ah, no!
That's my go-to. No joy. There's some issues going on. Go ahead.
My RSI chair is floating off as if there's no gravity on it. It's just floating through the hangar. Very gracefully, I have to say. Oh, wait, there it is. Gravity caught it. It fell down. But on its way, it went right through my furniture arrangement and moved crap around. Turned my table 90 degrees. My couch is in the wrong spot. Bunch of bullshit.
So, Falconian, when you set the keybinds, alright? Now, do you have you ever, yes, but apparently that's not working. Okay. Have you gone in and looked at where the save point? There is a save point in the game, in the files where all of your keybinds are saved, plus your characters. Have you taken a look at that? Man, I just want to go to a freaking station. So I'm one. There's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. This is weird. Point, no, that's down on the planet. Coach Talo, not today. Let's get to the comm array. Maybe we can go from there.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Oh!
too. I logged out of website, went to log back in, and now it's frozen. Oh boy. They've got some serious issues going on right now. I can't even help you with that. And the lag is so bad, it's like 30 seconds between each click sometimes, and I can't even tell if it's actually working. Yep, you're not the only one. You are not the only one, sir. It's doing it for me too. But it is what it is. Till things get better. Gortok, did you put in a ticket yet? If you have to. Let's see if this works. Rebooting. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, not familiar with that. Not familiar with what, Falconian? I tried the drop down and did PPL device. Something went slash.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Okay, I can't show you right now, but when you go, hold on. I'm going to show you in options. Keybinds. Okay, in control profiles, have you saved anything? Have you created a profile? Well, I can't help you with the lag. Have you saved any profiles? Once you set everything, have you saved any of this? Because this is what I named mine.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay, so I finally kind of got stuff decorated kind of the way I like it. But that was a lot of trouble. I'm not going to go to the trouble of putting a bunch of knickknacks out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that might just be a little too much work considering things are going to get probably wiped in a day.
I don't know about the Dying Star paint for my Corsair tag with the name Joe on it. No offense, it wasn't Joe. Been there, Shave. That is weird. Yeah, Falconian, I can't help the lag. Okay. In the live folder, in user, and that's where you go and you got to go deep, and then you can see your save character and controls, and then you can see mappings and see if it's correct. Then you can take that, export it out, and then put it back in. You have to load it each time. That's all I can tell you. Just say when yesterday I named it 04, signed out, came back an hour later, and had to reprogram all the keybinds all over again to number 4 when it was originally 3. Dude, that's something else totally that I cannot help you with. All I can say is that I don't have the problem. I've got it to where I know exactly what I need and set it up, and it's simple. It's not really outrageous or trying to set up and redo a ton of stuff, but what I do know is once I got these things saved, and then I made a profile on this website called Starjoy, and I make a copy of that and save it, so each time I go we get a new build or something like that, I just wipe the user folder and then import that and then load it, and then I have no problem after that. Thanks to Artec for letting me know about that. I mean, I don't have to do it because it kind of remembers everything that I have, but it could be the more complicated it is, the more it's having a problem trying to read it. I mean, I'm guessing right now, but that's highly possible. But I would load it each time, and that way you don't have to have the problem until you find a good one that's going to help you out. Yeah, go ahead, Ty.
Just so you know, like once you've created a control profile,
Mm-hmm.
that file,
Engaged.
you can back it up anywhere, of course, but you can hot swap that file while the game is running. All you have to do is, alt tab out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you forget to put the file back in, say after a user folder delete,
Yeah.
while you're in the game, you can alt tab out and put the file back in the folder it goes in. And then when you go back into the game and hit escape to get into options, that control profile will be there. You don't have to exit the game to do it.
That's cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
you could hot swap it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Welcome. So I have kind of set things up the way I like them, you know, at least reasonably well. So now I'm going to exit from the hangar. Just exit out of the game.
Thumbnails? No thumbnails?
What?
You ain't taking no pictures?
Nope. I mean, I'm taking pictures, yes,
But we can't
but
see
I'm
them.
not giving them to you. No, I'm constantly taking screenshots and little video snippets for feedback purposes.
Okay.
Now let's see. I'll have to take the tram back to my hangar, but we'll see.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, for those of you who are interested, the spaceport
Quantum
at
travel
Orison
complete.
now has a beacon.
Right.
So if you're coming in at night, there's a big, bright, flashy light to tell you where to go. I have yet to see it from the air, so. Ooh, let's go. Since I'm at Green Circle, I think I'll take a trip up to the roof and take in the view.
I remember when we couldn't fly through the rings of Olisar.
I remember when they fixed that.
Right?
That was a good time. Yeah, I was still flying my Mustang Alpha. So, yeah.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Okay, I was watching you earlier, and all of a sudden, I couldn't hear anything through the phone again. So I'm trying something new. Hopefully this will work. But anyway, what I was saying was that funny-looking icon that's at the top that brings down the drop-down menu. I typed in the PPL device. I can't remember exactly what the code was, but that was supposed to allow me to change it from 3 to 4, but I couldn't get it to work.
PPL.
It's a console command. I know what you're talking about. I've never had to use it myself, so I couldn't tell you. Sorry, I can't advise you on that. But
Yeah, I found something on Reddit that said you could change it that way, it would be easier, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Nothing at all.
that I don't know anything about
Landing
because
gear down.
I don't mess around with the console unless.
Me neither, but I was good at that point.
The man was
Yes.
desperate, Shadow.
I'm not saying
But
nothing. Yeah, go ahead.
the the one that's inside the game, I always save a new one whenever I redo the keybinds to keep me from having to redo it again. Now the keybinds are fine, they're working. But the problem is when I get ready to take off in the ship, I'm pressing buttons, nothing is working. Then I'll go to the list and I'll look at the list and I realize, oh, it was 3 yesterday. Now it has changed to 4. Then I got to sit there and program all of them back again to continue the game. And by the time I get to where I'm going, the mission failed because it took me too long to get there.
Did you wipe out your user folder and start a fresh one?
Yeah, my next thing is dump the whole game and reinstall because I think when I was changing the tags to get all the updates, the hot fix,
Landing complete.
the
Have a pleasant stay.
the talk thing and the live. Whenever I
Mhm.
couldn't get it to download, I would just change the name and it would download automatically. Could
Mhm.
that be a configuration because the key fixes were already in those and all I did was change the name and then I tried to do mine in it? I'm so confused at this point.
Yeah, that I don't know all the information about that because I haven't had to do a whole lot of that type of troubleshooting. And the
No,
website, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, right.
Go ahead.
I'll just keep experimenting until I get it right. I hope I get it right before 4.0 comes out. But I think the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to dump it, do a complete wipe. I put a new hard drive in. I got 2 terabytes. So my problem should not be not having enough space at
No.
this point.
Nope.
But I'm still dealing with the same thing.
You could be getting
I don't
corrupted
wanna buy
files
another
somehow.
computer.
I mean, that's all I can think of at this point. I mean, because Zero's having the same problem at times where stuff won't save and stuff's
Yeah.
coming up corrupted and stuff like that. I mean,
That's why I think I need to do a full wipe. I think it's probably just so much junk in there that it's getting confused because we just downloading over top of stuff constantly.
yeah, but
But
basically, I've done 2 full installs in the past 2 weeks because of issues, and now it's actually working like it's supposed to. And you have to go and delete all that everything, because if it remembers some of the other stuff that you had, it's going to mess it up. I did a
Yeah.
total wipe on everything.
and I'm using this program called Joystick Gremlin and Hit High, and that might be a conflict too.
Yeah.
Although my side panel was working fine whenever I turn it on, the only problem with that is it'll shut off and I have to go back in and return it on. But all of that's working fine. It's the sticks and the main keybind setup in the game that I'm having a problem with.
Yeah, you're getting conflicting stuff. That's one issue.
Welcome to the
I would
Exo
turn all that
Operating
stuff off
System.
and just run it normally and see what happens.
At this point, I'm still dealing. Yep, I guess I'm gonna be a keyboard guy.
No,
Me and-
you could still use the stick. I would get rid of all those extra things that you got running and see how that works.
Goodbye.
And if that's the problem, I wouldn't use them,
Exactly.
because sometimes the third party stuff will interfere.
Yeah. And my purpose for getting it in the first place was to keep from having to reprogram the keybinds. I'm still doing that anyway, so the program's only working for the side panel. The side panel wouldn't even be active if it wasn't for that program.
Right.
But
Hey,
the
Miss
side panel was
Peaches, I
perfect.
just logged into EVA around the port for a minute just to make sure I can still get in. Yeah, you shouldn't have any problem now. I haven't had any issues ever since the new patch came out, and I've been able to server hop without an issue or any problems like that. So they did fix that generic error, because that was crazy. Go ahead, Falcone.
But I think I'm gonna just watch you tonight. I ain't doing that because I'm tired of getting frustrated. I lost so much freaking money. I literally starting all over again. Now I managed to accumulate 3 mil, and I gave up 1 mil just doing glitches.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm just gonna lose everything.
Yeah, there's certain things that I just don't mess with when it comes to doing the console commands. I don't mess with the console commands, only the ones that I know, because you can actually screw it up and then you have to start all over again anyway. Hey Jose, I had to do an update before I logged in though. Yeah, it's a 2 gigabyte update. It's for the hot patch, or the hot fix. Not hot patch. Really liking the Dynastar Corsair paint because Joe is written on it.
Oh no.
That's funny. What's up, Super? I didn't know you dropped in, man.
What's happening?
Not much. You were just saying something about that. Jose must have been watching. Oh my God, that's funny.
What's happening? What's going on?
Oh shoot. Is there a weapon shop up here? I can't remember. Crew L5. I need some bullets. Oh, that's right. This one doesn't have. Hold on. I keep forgetting about the wonderful mini map. Ship weapons. Up. Live fire weapons. Hot dog. Here we go. What?
Hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog.
Now you're telling on yourself.
So what are you trying to say?
Hot diggity dog.
I don't know.
What are you trying to say? What you saying? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. So what, you trying to say I'm old? Yes.
Eesh.
Hi, welcome to the
So
store.
good
Takes one to
news.
know one.
Yep, you're there too, so you don't even go. Yeah, what's up, Ty?
If you're not seeing something,
Look,
you might
all
wanna
I've
check out
logged
our
out,
spec
logged back
selection.
in, got back to the hangar. All of my furniture is right where I left it.
Nice.
All right, Miss Peaches. Have a good one.
Thanks, Miss Peaches. Take care. Yeah, everybody had to do an update as far as I know.
So now I've got 2 areas. One, a little nice little customer waiting area with a table for snacks, and I got another area kind of off to the side in a corner where the hangar and flight crews can sit around and drink beer.
So what time is
Oh,
Right,
that's what they
snacks.
do anyway.
Yep.
Where's that doggone crew chief? That sucker, he don't take care of my ships. Nothing. Go ahead and say it.
Oh, they may be taking the build down.
Are they?
Oh no. Hold on. Let me check.
Question.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the old hangars that had the 2nd floor?
Those are the 2012 or what?
Are those going to be in this?
No.
Because that would be the perfect living spot on the 2nd floor, and you watching all of that stuff on the bottom. That
Nope.
would be great.
Nope. All of that stuff. Those are the old hangars. You're going with the hangars that are in the game now. And those are going to be your permanent ones.
And
So
there's no
it
2nd floor in those hangars, is it?
Right. So it depends on where you decide to live. If you decide to live on Microtech or
I'm staying at Microtech.
if you decide to stay at Microtech, and if you decide to stay at Orson, you're going to get the AeroView hangars. If you decide to go to Lorville and Arcorp, you're going to get the other hangars. So the
Okay.
air view
And-
hangars are the more luxurious. Just saying.
But they don't have a second floor.
No.
No. You're basically gonna get hangars that match the aesthetic of the spaceport.
Right.
Yeah. But the old ones had the second floor. Why didn't they just implement that?
Don't know.
It would have been great.
Alright.
You
There-
have everything on the first floor. Your sleeping quarters shouldn't be where all your equipment and stuff is at.
Well, it's
That's
not.
it.
Your sleeping quarters is your hab. Like you can't sleep in the hangars right now anyway.
Oh, okay. But
Like
you can't walk. You can't walk from your hab directly into the hangar, can you?
No.
No, your hab is still the same. Habs are still the same. You're gonna wake up in Green Circle or in, I can't remember the Area 18 hab names,
Adria
or
Falls.
L19 residences or wherever.
Okay. So how do you get to your hangar from where you wake up?
The same as you always do.
Yeah, you take the tram to the spaceport, and then you go to the terminals, and you hit the elevator, the hangar elevator, right? But now instead of having hangar 1, 2, 3, or 4, it just has a hangar with your name on it, and you go there.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. I was wondering how you would get there. I guess eventually that'll change. Probably somewhere down around, I'm gonna say 4.12. No,
Alright, I got
correction.
a question.
12.4. Let me break that.
So is 18 the next one to get an update as far as the makeover?
What do you mean 18?
Area 18.
You mean a planet?
Yes.
That I don't know. But it's probably due for one.
Yeah, they've said specifically that they
Welcome
are going to be
to the
reviewing
ASOC
Area
vehicle
18, but they
retrieval
have not
system.
said when. So it looks like Waka's post says, just a bit of warning, there's a good chance we're going to have to take down the build in a couple hours, 8 p.m. CDT. We're discussing the
Vehicle
hybrid
select.
crashes that are
Your
going
vehicle has
on
been
to
delivered to
see
the following
what's
location.
happening because the fix didn't take. Looking over logs, it might be bad enough that we can't leave it up further.
Bummer.
Yeah, well, I'm not experiencing a chain of crashes. I've had pretty decent luck. I thought everything was going swimmingly, but I'm not the only one in here.
And it could start any minute now.
Yep.
But no, you're not gonna get the hangars. You're gonna get when you go to your hangar on the website. When you go to my hangar, right, and you click on each ship to show the description.
Yeah.
Those are the hangars that are going to come with that ship. But if you decide to go to Orson or if you decide to go to Microtech, you'll get the AeroView hangars. Okay?
But you'll just get a regular hangar, right?
No, that's going to be your home hangar.
Oh, okay.
So
Can you still use the elevators and stuff like that if you go someplace else?
Okay, so what'll
that's
happen?
That's instanced. Yeah. Go ahead.
What'll happen is everywhere you go, every station, every planet, every spaceport. I mean, not the outpost, obviously, but if there's a hangar to land in, that hangar will be your hangar while you are there, right? As long as you stay on that space station, you will have your own personal hangar that, where you can move your cargo around, place items around.
Okay,
That's called
good.
an instanced hangar, right?
Oh.
Now, the difference is you will only have one persistent hangar, and that one will be at your home. So if you choose Orison as your home, your persistent hangar will be at your home.
Okay.
That hangar, you can decorate, you can leave stuff around. You can do that with any hangar, right? But if you do it at the one at your home, it'll persist. If you go up to a space station and you drag out some furniture and you leave it laying around or whatever, when you leave the area, like, I don't mean just out of the hangar, but if you take off and leave the station area, everything that you have left in that hangar would be lost.
Yep, and you have to wait.
It'll just go away. You've
Yep.
abandoned it. It's done.
and
But your home hangar,
you won't get it back.
yeah, your home hangar stays. You can decorate it and make it personal and make it your own. But that's the only one.
Okay, those boxes. Your armor boxes, those compartments that's hanging on the walls, they're everywhere. Can you use those at any planet and pick up the stuff that's yours from your planet?
What
I
boxes?
don't. I think he's talking about the gear
I see
storage
boxes
stuff.
of modules stuck to the wall.
You're talking about the gear storage kiosks?
Yeah.
They say that they're in 323, but they're offline, right?
Right.
Well, I believe, I'm 99% sure that it only accesses the inventory you have at the location you're at. So, however,
Would be nice.
I have time. I'm done with the test that I wanted to do, so I'm just pulling my cutter up right now, and we'll just travel up to. I'm at Orison. I'll just make a quick trip up to Seraphim Station.
Yeah. Good
and
idea.
see what happens.
That would be a good idea if you can pull your inventory up wherever you are.
You have to wait an
Highly
hour,
doubt it.
Gortok? Wow. Okay. Didn't it used to be you could access anything from anywhere, Ty? If I'm correct.
Yeah, in the very beginnings of inventory, you just had one global inventory that you could access anywhere you wanted. Right,
Yeah.
That was it. You didn't have individual ship lockers. You didn't have individual vehicle storage. You just had an inventory, and then they started splitting it up to what we have now. And so I don't think, like, the whole point is to physicalize and make the inventories individual. So when I get up to Seraphim Station, I will be very, very surprised if I can access my inventory down here.
Well, absolutely let me know.
I will.
That's a serious concern there. Have
Yep.
you ever went on a mission, you got there and you realized, oh my goodness, I left my freaking gun.
Right. Well, and that's kind of the point, right? That's the point that they want. They want you to have to think about what you're doing, make choices about what you take with you,
Mm-hmm.
and if you forget something, then, well, you're just SOL.
Yeah, well, you should be able to retrieve it some kind of way.
Well, yeah, you can retrieve it by going back to get it.
Well, yeah, that's a long ride. That could also cause you to forfeit the mission. There are time limits on those missions, correct?
On what missions?
Any mission. You have a
I mean-
time limit at which to appear, maybe not completed, but to appear. And if you don't appear within a certain time, you lose the mission. It becomes a failure. I've had so many of those, and I'm trying to put on gear, and the kiosk isn't working. I can't pull up the gear. The backpack comes up, but the other side does not, to show you where everything is at. I might spend 45 minutes to an hour just preparing for the freaking mission, and by the time I get to the spot where the mission is, it fails me.
Well, that's why you don't pull a mission before you're geared up. You don't accept a mission before you're geared up. That's
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
do that.
Like I might not know the exact mission that I'm gonna be doing, right? But I do know I feel like doing some FPS bunkers, so I'm gonna gear myself up for FPS and even be in my ship and taking off, right, and in space. Then from my cockpit, that's when I'm gonna look and see what missions I've got. I'm not gonna take missions before I gear up.
Smart point.
If
Definitely something.
I have this habit, if I'm already geared up, right, and I log in and I'm geared up, and I know what ship I got in my head, what ship I'm gonna take, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Corsair.
No. Anyway, you and the sea. But anyway, I have enough stuff on me, and I just go ahead and pull the mission, and then I get in the ship and go. But see, I've already got it in my head what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. But
So-
normally I can do a setup like that. I know what I'm going to do, but I get down to the ship, I'm fully geared up, I'm ready to go. I jump in the ship, I hit the lift to raise up. Now I'm using the sticks, not the keyboard. The keyboard is gonna work fine. But when I hit the stick to raise up, nothing is working. So I go into the keybinds and I say, oh my goodness, everything done changed again. Now I gotta sit there and I gotta program each and every keybind all over again. And I got a lot.
Yeah, that's a serious issue.
That's an issue.
Yeah, it is. So now, when I first turn the mission on, when I first turn it on and I get out the bed, I immediately go right to it to see whether or not it's responding to my sticks. And if it is, then I'll go ahead. But if it's not, then I know programming from there.
You can take a look at your keybinds from the menu's option screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see if things have changed.
I would load it before I get in the game to see if it's loaded.
Yeah.
Because I had that problem too. And what I ended up doing was for a hot minute, I was loading everything before I got in.
Travel complete.
And that way I wouldn't have any problems. And Super, you and that doggone Corsair. I heard
The
you.
love affair.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. This Corsair gang is on the line right now.
Oh my God.
Shadow snuck in on you, baby.
I heard you pop in.
Okay. So I have landed at an. Whoa! The hangar just disappeared around me.
Whoa.
When I got out of my cockpit seat, I'm in space. Like I am looking out.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not in the hangar anymore.
What's up, Red Tail?
Hey, what's up, Falconian? What's
Ain't
up,
seen
bro?
you in a while.
Man, hey, about time, man. I was looking for you.
Now I'm looking at your tag, and I just want you to know there is somebody out there who is Red Teller. I think it might be a female. I see it. L-A at the end of it. I'm like, did we change it? But did I miss something?
No. That might, I don't know. That sometimes it might show up with an A at the end because that's what I had to do when I made my
Well, it's
account
definitely
thing.
This pirate account.
Oh Lord, God, dog.
well, it's been live because actually,
Okay. So this is
I couldn't say this.
Go ahead,
weird
Ty.
thing. Sorry. I landed right like you do in the hangar.
Complete.
Right, shut my engines down, and then I held Y to get out of the seat. And as I was getting out of the seat, I saw everything outside of my windshield change, and I am outside like a few kilometers away from Seraphim Station. What the?
Okay, question. Super guy, if you log out and go back to the menu, will you still retain everything that you have, and will it park your ship?
That
The ship disappeared, so whatever you got in it, you're probably gonna lose, right?
no.
Well, no, I'm in the ship.
Travel engaged.
Like I never left the ship. Like this happened while I was in the ship. Low. I hit Y to exit the pilot seat, and I saw everything change outside the windows. And then I went to the back and opened the door, and I was in space. So I didn't get out.
Sounds like you having the same glitches I'm having. 'Cause I went through all of that. But one good thing did happen. Okay, the last mission I tried to do, the bunker mission, just go. It's a simple one. I kill 10 people, leave. Right? I get to the bunker mission. Everything freezes. My ship, I lose all control of the ship. It crashes on the planet, but I'm not dead. I'm unconscious and I'm waiting for somebody to come and get me, which I know is not going to happen. So I signed out back to the menu. And when I came back in, I was in the space station, laying in the bed, fully geared, but it wouldn't let me do anything, and still had the timer going, saying I had an hour and 15 minutes till I died. I signed out 2 or 3 times, and then eventually I just shut it off. I said, forget it. But I came back in.
That's a server issue. That's
But
not.
check it out. I came back in this morning and looked. I had full gear, and I didn't lose anything.
Okay,
So I guess I was lucky today.
but I'm gonna say this. All right, Gortok had done something to me before, right? He had to shoot me, and I had to go to jail, right? Because my character was so degraded, right? It kept showing his name as him capturing me when I would go to the hospital. So finally it caught up, right? And now it's fine. But because of that issue, there was something weird. Trust me, I don't know. But My character
Well,
was very degraded. So go
yeah,
ahead.
I thought about killing myself, but I'm so limited on the supplies that I have at this point. I'm doing everything I can to save what I have, and that's why I'm playing less. The more stuff I lose, the less I play, because I'm trying to wait for the glitches to get cleared up. But it don't seem like that's happening.
No, that ain't gonna happen for a while, man.
So it happened again. As soon as I got out of my pilot seat, I have been teleported outside Seraphim Station.
Interesting.
How far do you gotta fly to get
Traveling at 230 meters a second, no less.
there? Okay. Get up in there and see if their kiosks work. I'm curious.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It won't keep me in the station. I'm gonna find a pad and
my
see if I
goodness.
can land on a pad.
Yeah, I think the pad is probably the only way you can get in there. I discovered that. I think a couple of setups earlier.
That's the only way you can get in the station. You can't go any other way. You gotta get on a pad, and you have to EVA to a pad. That's the only way.
That is the only way. I even tried to go in through the side panel where the ship pulls up and the arm comes out, the dock. Nope, you ain't getting in there either.
Nope, you
And
can't.
you can't get out. There's a ship there.
Nope.
So any word on Squadron 42? When is
No.
it going live? Because I hear it's completely polished and finished.
It's not complete. They're still polishing it.
Yeah,
So that was
it's
another.
it's feature complete. It's in the polish phase.
You probably won't see anything on it until late, or maybe CitizenCon, and they may give a date. We don't know.
My guess, and this is just my guess, it is not, like, I haven't heard anything to back this up, but my guess is that at CitizenCon in October, they will announce a holiday release date for Squadron 42.
That would be nice.
Nobody
be
knows.
nice.
Nobody knows. It is
Summer of 27.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 27. Early, late.
Well,
26, early 26.
so I tried landing on a pad, but instead of landing on the pad, I just kind of went right through the pad, and now I'm underneath the pad.
You're invisible.
I'm not invisible, I'm intangible, or the pad is.
Okay, so if you get out of your ship and EVA,
That's what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna record that
Good
real
luck.
quick. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get in Seraphim Station. I might have to go to a different station.
I hope you can get in, because that's a long ride. Well, just understand the glitches will get worse. That's what I discovered.
Well, I'll
The-
tell you
the-
this.
Well, yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna
I'm
say
in.
this.
More other ones happen.
4.0 drops. It just expect it.
It's everywhere.
That's all you can
Okay.
do. Because if you don't expect it, you're gonna have your heart broken.
Mhm.
I just realized I can't use a pad. Well, I can use a. I gotta get really
I would
close.
just keep the expectations to a minimum, because we don't know what it's going to be like, and it could be rough. And expect.
See, I didn't.
expect a wipe.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I didn't expect this stuff. Although I probably should have. It's an Evo build, so I should have been better prepared. But I didn't fly here in a spacesuit, right? So I've got to get my happy ass backed up right next to that landing pad door,
Mm-hmm.
and then hope that I can get inside the air shield.
Y'all in that Corsair. Lord have mercy, that ship. Go ahead, Super Saiyan.
It's a beast of a ship, man.
It just keeps getting stuck in the dang hanger, though.
Oh yeah, that part sucks.
Gosh, I got it out earlier today. this
I
morning,
couldn't.
but
If it's a top down one, you can almost forget it, bro. You ain't getting out of the top down one.
Well, I know this. I probably have one in my inventory, and guess what? It's gonna stay right where it is.
ooh,
Man, you gotta let me borrow that Shadow.
No,
I just got it out.
I need to have two of those
no,
for when,
you can't
for
have.
when, for when one blows up.
You alright?
You get to paint yours with the name Joe on it.
No, Jose is.
Nope.
Jose,
Didn't work. I'm dying.
you're dying.
No.
I felt the pad gravity got me, and I started falling, and I fell
How's it going?
right through the pad,
Mm.
but gravity didn't let go,
I'm not.
so I'm still
taking
falling, and I don't have
anything from here.
thrusters anyway.
Hey,
I'm not.
So-
taking
Are you
anything
free
from
falling?
Yep, I'm free falling. I'm in vacuum though. I'll be dead.
here. Oh, that sounds like a Tom Petty song.
Oh, you knew. I was wanting to see if you're gonna catch the Shadow. I'm glad you did. Thank you, sir. I feel accomplished. Thank you.
You funny. Oh my goodness.
But there's a lot of. I mean, I'm not gonna say that 4.0 is gonna be a bed of roses. You know,
No.
we've been there, so I would just keep it at minimum expectations.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely, when they bring out the new tech preview, I'm going to be all over it. Just
Every patch is the Jesus patch until it's released, and then it's the devil patch.
Uh-huh.
That's how it works.
Amen. Amen to that.
Alright, so there is a gear locker. Well, isn't there? Yeah, there's a gear locker in the hospital rooms, so that's good. Okay.
Why? Does that mean they're going to give you whatever you were wearing back instead of you losing it?
Oh no, I'm sure what I was wearing was lost. But I
It
can
would be
pull
nice if they gave you back the clothes you died in.
if you die in an armistice zone, you
I
get
did
your
get it
stuff
back, yes.
Yes. But
I did get
when
it back.
armistice zones go away, expect it to be lost.
You've always supposed to get your stuff back if you die in an armistice zone,
Right.
right? That's always supposed to be the thing. Now it hasn't been working the last couple of patches. Well, yeah, the last few patches it's been broken. But apparently it worked this time because I have the clothes that I was wearing back in my gear storage on Orison.
All right.
So that's good.
So it's connected to Orison?
Well, no, I went back to Orison because that's my home.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I haven't set my spawn anywhere else. So when I died, I just went back.
Okay. My bad.
I've been all over the place. Literally.
So this time I'm gonna grab an undersuit.
Y'all, you know what, Super? I want to see that paint. I want to see it.
Better put it on your seed.
No, not putting it on mine. I got no. Super said, I'm not putting that paint on there. No.
What is that?
And wait a minute, there's one for the vulture, okay?
That one, I don't think it says the same thing, so I might do that one.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I bought a striped paint for the Venture, the mining vehicle.
The
And
prospector?
it came out gray.
The prospector?
I think it's the Venture. It has those two arms that stick out for salvaging.
Oh, that's
the vulture.
The vulture.
Now it's supposed to be striped white and gray. It's just all gray.
Launch complete.
Well, that's probably an issue that you need to report to the council.
I did, but I think all of my issues are intertwined together. I just need to figure out what it is. And I'm on my second computer, so I can't even say it's a computer. The first one just didn't have enough kick, so I bought another. I do not want to buy a third one before this thing goes live, because I feel like I'm destroying myself now. I told you I got the worst completely America, right? I'm in an area where the dead zone is a dead zone. All right, I'm using Starlink, and I'm still getting the same problem that I was getting from the line.
Mm.
They ain't gave you nothing new yet. They need to come up with another alternative for you up
I'm
there.
trying to tell you, because ain't none of this stuff work. I couldn't wait to Starlink hit my neighborhood because I figured that would solve the problem. They just as bad.
Okay, so
This,
this will
yeah,
be a
yeah.
good little test. I just had a server because I'm in gear storage, and I've
Mhm.
moved stuff from the warehouse to the drawer, but I haven't opened the drawer yet, and I got a server error.
Mhm.
So we'll see where my gear that's in the drawer goes
Mhm.
Yeah.
on the recovery.
Now, are you on your home planet or are you on something else?
I'm on my home planet. I died and got respawned here.
Okay, so it's working there. Now we need to see if it'll work someplace else.
I'm trying, man. I'm
I
trying.
know,
I
no, I
promise.
know.
I'm doing. I'm doing my best. Oh
Hey,
God.
if they had a safe booth, somebody could come get you.
Reset didn't work. I still can't see salvage. There's a big ticket on it, Baron. You're gonna have to put something in. Just contribute to it. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna just take a break. Maybe
I
I'm gonna come
mean,
up at
you
the end
could
of the
you
month
could
and support.
reinstall, but I mean, if
That's what I'm gonna do. Because at this point, I don't know what to do.
I mean,
I'm got nothing to do. I'm gonna just dump everything and put it in float. See what happens.
I've done in the past 2 months. I've done 4 full installs because
Mhm.
my character was so degraded.
When
And
you did your install, did you reformat your hard drive?
no,
Well, that's what I'm gonna do this time, because I think even doing the complete reinstall, it's still garbage stuck in the hard drive. It's not showing, it's not registering, but it's still got to be there. So I'm gonna do a complete wipe.
if you know what you're doing, you can go into the registry and wipe something out. But that's dangerous.
Maybe you need a
Uh,
clean install of Windows, I
that's
think.
that's
Mm,
above my pay grade. I ain't messing
that
with
could
that.
be too.
Okay, so it kicked me out of the when it recovered. It kicked me out of the gear terminal, and now it's just stuck loading contents when I try and open it back up. And I'm wondering, I might give it a minute because it just recovered and it's trying to load everybody's shit. So
I mean,
I'm gonna take my ass hanging out of the hospital gown and go down to the
you also
main
got
floor.
locked up for a crime stabbing one.
Oh, I got that. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is universal, huh? And the freaking server crashes like every 15 minutes. I went through that day before yesterday. I got 4 server crashes in 1 hour. It always came back, but it took 20 minutes for each one to load back. So I spent the majority of the time just sitting there waiting. And I ain't even in 4. I'm still in 3.23 doing the hot fix.
No, you gotta get that hot fix. You're gonna get at least a 2 GB
I got
update.
it. I got that yesterday.
Well, there was one this morning.
Well, if it
Oh,
was, I definitely did it before I started.
But also one of the Jumptown locations moved, so that could have been why they threw out the update.
But I got the hot fix, and when I went back after the hot fix downloaded, thinking that it's going to be a separate game because the way everything was listed as a separate game, and they all had the same stuff. But this particular time, when I downloaded the hot fix, I went back. I was going to play the hot fix. It was gone, and all I had left was the live.
okay. So all of the stuff that was in my gear drawer is back in the warehouse, so I didn't
Quantum
lose
travel
anything.
complete.
Great.
Let's grab a gun. Never know when you're gonna need a gun, right? I'm headed to space. Space is dangerous.
Be nice if they had a button where you lose the stuff that's in your ship. You just you just press a button, and when you re-get your ship, all the stuff that you lost automatically reappears. Because it's a pain in the butt to have to keep stocking these ships. It really is, especially when you got a lot of them.
All of my primary weapons are gone.
Yep.
All of my weapons are gone.
That
Oh,
sounds
no,
about
they're
right.
not. No, they're not. I was Okay, so if you're scrolled, like, there are filters, right, on this thing. So I had everything. When you first log in, you can see everything in your gear storage, right? So you scroll down to look at stuff. But then if you filter it, you know, now it's all up at the top, but you're still scrolled down, so it looks like it's empty, but it's not. You gotta scroll back up. And that was throwing me.
So that's, I'm gonna have to. Well, I can't see any of that, but I can imagine that it's just gonna be a really long list if you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I got 7 pages of weapons, literally.
Okay. Well, yeah, but
go ahead.
I'm looking at only attributed stuff. I don't know. I'm hoping they do a wipe. I have heard nothing to make me think that they will. But yeah, God, it's going to be such a pain for people to be moving stuff around.
Yes, I was looking forward to the bunker hookup because I figured now maybe I can get this stuff in order where I can separate what I don't want and then go and sell it. Hopefully. I probably got $1 million worth of stuff I don't even need. Those big guns that you can pick a ship up with, the multi-tool, but it's the big one, look like a rifle.
The massive tractor beam.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with 30 of these things, but I have 30 of them.
I mean, that sounds like too few to me.
Too few?
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so my tractor beam I was wearing, Shadow, that did not get saved.
You need those.
Yeah.
I just hope they fix these glitches. I mean, 18 was nice. Can we, like, just everything be like 18?
Say again?
What?
I think he means 17. I think he means 17.
Yeah, thank you.
17?
No, we don't want those.
18 was, oh my God.
The best thing about 18 was I, played a lot of other games that I had been meaning to play for a while. That was what 18 was good for.
No, we don't want to. Everybody says that. I mean, those who didn't experience 3.17 was the most stable patch there was.
Well, I couldn't remember if it was 17 or 18, but I know I enjoyed it for months.
It was not 18.
Not 18.
Okay,
I've had people in chat.
Mistake.
I've had people in chat in 3.23.1 sitting there saying, "Man, this is as bad as 3.18." I'm like, no, it's not even close. Like, are you logged in and playing the game?
Right.
Yeah, if you're logged in and playing the game, it is not as bad as 3.18.
Bruh, it's not even close, dude.
Such a ridiculous claim.
This is...
All you can do is go out to the fleet manager, look at it, and log off. That's all you can do.
And then they'll be like, "Yeah, but the trams are all jittery." I'm like, so there are trams.
In 3...
So it has problems. That doesn't mean it's as bad.
People are upset with what we have right now. Last year, we were screaming last year.
People are always upset with what they have.
Mm-hmm.
I was on another level. That 18 was, oh my God.
Yeah.
Apparently that must have been the correct one. I was hitting it with 14 million, grinding as a solo. I can't even find a mission I can do at this point. Literally.
Box missions? I just completed a whole slew of box missions yesterday on 320.
That's the repetitiveness I don't want to go back into because it puts me to sleep.
You just gotta make it. You just gotta get a little creative with it. I didn't do a box mission at a time. I grabbed all 10 of those suckers, and I had 10 missions at once with a total of 30 boxes, and it was all like, okay, now how do I route myself so I do the least amount of takeoffs and landings, and you know, I'm combining missions, and you know.
That sounds like an idea, but that
Yeah.
means that your intention is you getting out there and you gonna grind for at least 4 hours.
Oh yeah, it takes about 4 hours. You're not gonna make enough
believe
money,
that.
but I find it fun. Oh, and very often, if there's a single server error during that time, of course you lose every single mission that you've still got. So
They come back and fail.
now I got lucky, right? The server didn't error. I got through them all, and I only had 2 boxes glitch on me, so I only lost 2 of those missions.
That sounds like a great day.
It was.
Wow. I'm proud of you. I wish I could do that.
You proud of me because I got lucky?
Yes. Anybody get lucky, I'm proud of them. 'Cause that's
Absolute.
work.
I will. Getting lucky is work.
Yeah. Look, yesterday I did 4.5 hours. I think I made $5,000. I lost at least 6 uniforms. I don't know how many weapons, because I like to carry 2, and tons of ammo. So
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing
I'm a
because
player for
that's
Space
That's
Welfare.
rough, bro.
It's
Yeah.
rough. Super can tell you. Super can tell you how much equipment I have lost since this started.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That
Super,
equipment is-
I lost almost half of the stuff that I bought before we changed over because of all the issues.
Did
you
they
know.
add-
And
I
you
think
know I buy in bulk, right?
Now,
who we
for
go
the
to.
stuff that you purchase, that you actually buy the equipment, did they do the hookup where if you lose that, you get it back? Or you still gotta wait until
No,
the next couple
I'm not talking about my subscribers, Flair. I don't wear my subscriber stuff. No,
Yeah,
sir.
but can you get that back?
No.
Can you get it back now before?
No.
Once,
I mean, anything that you buy in game, and you're not in an armistice zone, and if you can't get it back, it's gone. Plain and simple as that.
That's why I'm broke. So tell me, does anybody know where the station is that does the space welfare?
No.
Oh, that's waiting for that.
Yeah, you may have to go to Terror for that, and that ain't even in the game yet.
I gotta do something.
It's called Kleischer, I think.
Kleischer. Oh Lord. You really?
That's where you get that. That's where you
Hey.
get that.
You get a job, they give you food, you're all set.
Oh man.
You don't
All
get
right,
paid, but they give you something. Oh shoot.
Back in my hangar. Looks like everything is where I left it. Cool.
But I mean, it you can lose a lot, you know, by just doing normal stuff. I mean, I've lost a whole lot of stuff.
Normal stuff.
This is the exploration patch.
Mm,
Because you can't do nothing else.
super knows that I buy at least 11 sets of armor for each type that I wear. And
Every 2 days.
no,
Oh,
Well,
man.
not
Come
that
on, bro.
not that bad, but hey, the first part of this patch pretty close.
So this is a
Oh,
weird
wait a minute
thing.
now. Hey, Shadow, your running partner Gortok, he buys like you too now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just had a weird thing. I was sitting here. I claimed my cutter, right? So I gotta wait for it to claim. But I got down to my hangar after that, and I'm looking at the ASOP terminal in the hangar, and I'm not doing anything with it because I'm waiting. But I see it start to show stuff, and I'm watching the ASOP terminal in my hangar change as other people in their hangars are messing with their ASOP terminal. You know what I'm saying?
I got totally lost on what you were saying, sir.
Basically, I'm looking at an ASOP terminal, and it's acting like I'm watching other people's as they claim and move ships and stuff.
Wow.
Oh, you in God mode. That's what that is.
I mean,
You get to see it
I
all.
wasn't able to access it. It kind of happened too fast, but I also heard the alarms when they called their ship, as if it was in my hangar. So the thing is, all of these instance hangars kind of occupy the exact same space in the game, right? Even though you can only see yours, but you can hear the audio from everybody else's, and you're not supposed to. Like, I heard people moving stuff around with a tractor beam yesterday.
Wow.
You can hear it when they call a ship, that big alarm. You can hear it when the freight elevator goes up and down. You can hear people running around, hear the footsteps. It's interesting.
They said they were going to fix that because...
Well, it's a known issue.
Yeah.
All right.
Think of it, all the people they have that plays this game who are using the mic, if they can separate all those entities, I think it's going to just take a bit. I think the closer you are to an individual, you're going to pick them up automatically as you passing them, because I get that. And the mic doesn't even work. Well, it works, but because I'm a solo player, make a long story short, but that's changing. I tried to stay solo. It's not gonna happen. I see.
No, man, you're gonna need to run with us, bro. You gotta get up in here and get with us, baby. Come on, Falconian.
I'm so frustrated at trying to do this shit by myself.
The game has never been intended for a solo. I mean, it's intended for solo players to get in and have fun and experience all the different game loops. But the game has never been intended for a solo player to be able to get in and, earn huge amounts of money in a short amount of time solo, right? That sort of, they have stated that they want to encourage people to team up and cooperate, and they are going to reward people for doing that. So you're going to make more money running with a crew.
Well, okay, I'm good at flying and I'm good at shooting. That's it. Everything else I got to relearn.
Okay, but I'm going to say this, and I think we all can agree. When they changed the prospector and started giving it penalties because you were doing something by yourself, didn't make any sense. Because the ship is a solo ship.
That was a rude sales tactic.
Because they were trying to promote the mole, because they wanted the mole out there because they wanted multiplayer. But the thing is, when people first start out and they want to experience things, you can't penalize a solo player. That's not right.
Take it. That's cheating.
Well, I don't think. Now, first off, I get why people felt that way. I do, because I experienced that myself. But I don't think that was their intention.
No.
I don't think the intention was ever to penalize solo players. But they were trying to find a balance so that a solo prospector could go out and make a decent amount of money, but 3 mole players who went out would make more money in the same amount of time each. So, I mean,
but you get what
they
I'm
went
saying.
about it the wrong. Yeah, they went about it the wrong way at first, but I think they've got a pretty good balance right now. It can still do a little bit.
Fine for me now. I don't mind using it right now.
Yeah,
enjoyable.
Well, see, it's totally changed, because I wouldn't touch the prospector for a long time because of that. Because it was like, well, then what's the use of me getting the ship? Or,
Shave's been making some money from his prospector here lately.
Yeah, but now, like I said, it wasn't like that for a long time. It was over a year. And then when they changed mining, that's when it started getting good again.
I got rid of my prospector somewhere back around. I can't even remember, but I got rid of it because I couldn't do anything with it. Now I got what's that big ship with those humongous legs?
The
Holy
reclaimer.
shit!
Yep, I got one. I didn't buy it intentionally. I think when I got the
Engage.
Wait, what?
ironclad, that's what they gave me in its place.
Oh, there you go.
Say
That's
what?
how I went.
I
but
don't think that's the right loader for that one, but
That's supposed to be a solo ship that you can literally fly by yourself. What? But I would
I know
imagine
he said he got a what? An
A boat.
ironclad.
Yeah, I bought an ironclad.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Alright.
understand I can't go solo no more, so I figured maybe, if somebody can come and join me.
Oh yeah, I'll get in there with you, man. Take a ride, see what's happening.
Yeah, I think who was it? I was talking to somebody in the team, and he was telling me that you got to go through steps because you save money when you do that.
Oh,
I think-
chain it, CCU it.
Protect that told me.
Oh, Gortok.
Right?
Yeah, that might
Yeah,
be.
I think it's on.
No, Artec. Artec.
Aren't there? Oh,
Yeah.
I got this, and I got the one that looks like what's the name of that thing? I can't think of it. I can't think of it right now. I get excited. I can't think of shit. Make a long story short. I got 5 of them.
Hey, Miss Charmy.
And the only thing I can fly by myself is the Phoenix.
Oh, he got the caterpillar. That's what it is.
Yeah, you get the
I don't
caterpillar
have-
for the
I don't have that-
ironclad, right?
I don't have the caterpillar, but I'm having ideas about it for what I can do with it. If they allow you to open up all of those individual bays, that would be great.
How are you, Miss Charmy? She's in the chat.
Hello, Miss Charmy.
hey, Miss Charming.
So I don't know what the hell just happened, right? I got in my cutter, I took off, didn't get out of the hangar, just kind of hovered up, put the gear up, and I was trying to call to get the doors open. And ATC was saying you're cleared to launch over and over, but the doors weren't opening. And then out of nowhere, it was like my hangar doors exploded right in front of the ship. And now there's aero wreckage all over the place. I'm fine. My ship's fine. But somebody ran smooth into my hangar doors trying to get out of their hangar.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Somebody crashed into the hangar. I've had that happen.
Well, no, that's the thing. This instanced hangar stuff, the location data is getting all confused. I think someone ran into my closed hangar doors. Maybe I opened someone else's hangar doors, but when they tried to go through, it was still closed. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But it was crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy Evo shit. Shadow, you sure you want to work to be Evo?
Yes.
We got crazy explosions and hangars everywhere.
Yes. Everybody's good, Miss Charmy. How's Rocky?
Good.
And how are the boys? I'm on a Australian server. There is kind of a delay, but it's not bad. It's actually running very well for me. Let's see. This one's running at 14, and it's Australian server, but the ping is 165. So, but it's still got a little delay, but it's not too bad. It's pretty good actually.
Quantum travel complete.
He's now going to be the offensive coordinator for the younger grandson's football team, meeting with the head coach now. Oh boy.
Diggy, what's the forecast?
I want to store my cutter just in case. I'm going to store my cutter just in case there's another random explosion.
They're doing good, ready for football. Okay. And it's still midsummer. super. It'd be hot as the devil down there. There you going six.
Oh, there isn't enough water or shade.
Wait a minute. For shade, I'm gonna say this right now. He would melt.
No, that's right.
He said he would melt.
Ugh.
No. Super
No
said,
way.
Idaho, baby. Idaho.
It's steamy down here. The humidity level is 100, but it's only 74. And I'm sweating.
Not my
I've been
calling.
in the twice. I can't get in there again.
Not my calling, sir. I'm already in a hot box. Okay.
Ugh. No thanks.
Right now it's
Yeah.
106.
Oh, no. I ain't even trying to mess with that.
I ain't coming to visit you.
Okay. I love you too. Okay. Miss Charmy is here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, Miss Charming.
How's everyone doing this evening?
Oh, pretty good. I'm doing some cargo running I haven't done for a long time.
Uptime.
Quantum travel.
Just bouncing back and forth, trying to make a little money, selling stuff.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I can't get an elevator to my hangar, so I'm trapped here.
Yeah.
So let's
Okay.
try and fly out again.
Snowbird 1 has been sitting collecting dust. I had to take her out today.
Well, I heard Space Guy talking, so I didn't know if he was doing public or testing.
He's in
So-
the Bacardi, yeah. Go ahead.
So that's why I asked if the servers were behaving or not.
Yeah, he's in PTU.
Yeah, my lovely husband is. He's excited though.
Oh,
Got
I
all
bet
kinds
he
of
is.
plans.
Mhm.
The past 2 years, he's watched the games. And I've been happy with the way things have been going. And now he gets to put his hat in the ring and let's see how good he does.
Right.
Any of you guys football guys?
Not
I
me.
used to play in high school.
I mean, do y'all watch it?
Not anymore. I used to love it. Every Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday.
I watch the Eagles when they go to the Super Bowl, but that's it.
So you're not catching many.
Absolutely not. I'm tech and mechanics. If it go fast, if it have a stick, I'm interested.
No, there you go.
My husband used to do drag racing back in the day. And my dad was a Formula racer. I didn't get into it though.
Formula racing is literally a technique in that.
That's,
You
open,
perfect
that's open wheel there.
Well, no, this is
Oh,
back
Formula.
in the day. They didn't. It was Formula racing, but it was. Well, he drove Porsches, so.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, he said he can count. He said he can
So
remember. He
fast.
couldn't count the number of times he ended up on his head going down the track.
Wow, but he's a blessed guy, no doubt about it. He's blessed.
Now,
If you're in
he's passed
your
now,
year, that could be a problem.
and he self-financed his.
Okay, all right.
And the only reason I swear it's on my birth certificate. His occupation is listed as race car driver on my birth certificate. I was like,
They actually did occupations back then? Get out. Wow. That could be worth something. Literally, because I don't think that's on your birth certificate now.
you know, back in the.
Occupation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, I actually got an elevator.
Yay!
Oh, and then the elevator
going
left. And
to-
oh wait, I'm good.
No.
I'm good. It just went invisible, and I thought I was falling, but that's only because the elevator went invisible around me. But it dropped me off. I'm at the spaceport. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. This is fine.
You didn't get the dreaded elevator
It's
death.
crazy.
The silent assassins.
All right, you're still on mission. Complete that mission.
I know. I'm trying. I can't even get taken off.
Landing complete.
So when I left the hangar, right when I actually left it, it should have despawned my instance hangar,
Engines
right?
off.
So let's try and take the elevator back to it.
The only problems I have with the elevator at 3.23.1 is I can press the button 1,000 times and it won't come. So I'll go back to the menu, come back in, and then everything starts to work again.
That's lag. That's lag because
I got a lot of that.
I get that all the time.
Half of that is the game itself. The other half is my internet.
I can get on a server and elevators work for a hot second and then they crap out and then I'm standing there and then they start up again. It's just lag.
And I never walk into a black door. If it's black, don't go in there.
Been there,
Don't
done
go
that.
in there.
We've all
I like
done
the
that.
Do not go in there. Got some trouble.
We've all done that.
I've actually, on Microtech, went into the elevator coming out of the hospital and dropped down in between the walls, and I could see into the windows of all the buildings. But I'm still falling down, and I get to the bottom, and I can walk around, but I can't get out. So I have to kill myself to get out.
Been there, done that too. You're gonna have them issues no matter what you do. It's frustrating, but it is what it is.
It is. You know what you do? Turn it off, come back later. That's all.
Yeah, I just cannot get these doors to open. I'm logging.
That's what I'm saying. Leave, come back. If it's still acting up, I may need 2-3 days, and that's why I don't get the hookup when they go. I used to do a random. I would do no less than 2 hours every day, regardless. It got to the point where when you start losing the loop that you grind in, when it start acting up and you know it's just gonna glitch for the next 4 or 5 hours, you drop it and you leave. So I started doing that. Each time I do it, I may take 2 days off. Then I take a week off. I come back and play for an hour or two, and I take another week off. And when they do the updates, you pushed out. Because you got to keep a certain status quo to get the new update so you can be in Ibukati. I should have been in this one, but I think I was reformatting hard drives at the point that started.
Hey, gentlemen, I've got to pop out real quick. I'll be back.
All right. So maybe you'll get in the next one then, Falconian.
You trying to get in Ibukati?
I got a new hard drive. I got 2 gigabytes. I shouldn't have to worry about a
Get
hard
at it.
drive until they go live. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Well, I hope it don't be 2 gigs worth of stuff for anybody. That would be real bad.
We at 370 gigs now, right?
If so, that's because you got more than one game.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah. If you got what you got, the PTU and live.
I got the live, the PTU, the hot fix, and what's the other one? Where they say they just talking?
Tech preview.
Oh, tech preview.
Tech preview. So I'm
get to
dealing with
EPT.
right now. I don't even know what the tech preview is because I thought I found the shortcut, when I couldn't get anything to download, I would
Mm.
just change the name of it to one of the ones that worked, and
Oh
it would
yeah, that's
download automatically. But
oh
at
that's
the
how you
point
do
that I
that.
downloaded it, yeah, you can do that to change the name. But
Hmm.
understand this, you may have problems because I'm going to explain to you what happened. I
Okay.
did the tech, I did the tech preview with a hot fix. I took the hot fix that was working and I changed the name to tech preview to get it to download. But after
Mm.
I got it to download and then I went back and looked, it was already open. So I don't even know if it worked or not.
Well, yeah, you probably have to make sure you know what branch you're doing first,
Here
right?
we go.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
everything
We got a
basically, I
bad
got 4
elevator.
listings. They're all duplicated.
Shadow, you falling too, Shadow?
No, just
You're not free falling.
no, not at the moment.
Uh,
It's just the elevators aren't coming,
I'm still watching
and
Shadow
that's a
run through
sign.
Microsoft.
That's a sign. Let's see.
Shadow, you've been at Microtech a long time.
No,
that's his favorite spot, bro.
no,
Well, I don't know why he ain't moved there yet. That's where I'm at. That's my
no,
home.
no.
Or
I've been,
I like that modern look.
I've been to Microtech. When Microtech starts smoothing out for me, that's when I'm moving everything back there.
I
Don't
hear you.
worry.
But
Shadow,
you know why I
I
like it?
I got
All
a
the
plot
species
reserved for you.
is on the same planet.
That doesn't sound very promising, Red, calling it a plot. Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
my bad.
But my vacation apartment's gonna be in Lorville though.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Or yeah,
I like
you
this.
want-
The
you like
desert
the
without the
smog.
heat.
you like the nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
This one.
Shadow,
Yes.
have you did any of the missions with Ghost Hollow?
Yeah.
Were you able to complete them?
That was a while ago. Yeah.
I'm saying now in
No.
3.20, 3.1.
No, I haven't done any of that stuff.
I lost so much stuff sitting there. I even took the virtue the salvage ship and took it in there thinking I could salvage something, but that is considered an armor strip zone if you're not doing a mission in it. So
Yeah, you
even though
can.
it's abandoned, you can't touch it.
You cannot touch anything in an armistice zone. It'll automatically give you a crime stat, which does not make sense.
It don't. Do you know how many abandoned ships is sitting right outside of Microtech?
Yeah.
That you go down of a vehicle?
Yeah.
The amount of money that I could make right then would be astronomical if they let me. Can't touch nothing.
That's why people are so upset about the SRV. The SRV should be able to pull a junk ship from anywhere without getting a crime stat.
Exactly, which would be great. I mean, first of all, you're cleaning up the neighborhood. All little ships sitting there, unattended. Sometimes you can't even get into the hangar because somebody done picked the biggest thing they got and parked it right there, probably intentionally blocking the bay. So if you coming out with a vehicle, you can't even get out. Truly amazing. So if you could actually move that to a spot where you could strip it down, I think that would be great. And you know what? I'd probably do most of my work right there. Because I hate getting attacked. Not that I can't fight back, but stir me up, you'll get a battle. You'll never get a battle.
Oh God. Oh, that's a good one, man. Don't start them up, baby. You'll never see them stop.
I was doing a mission. I can't remember which one it was, but as I'm coming into one of the planets around Microtech, I don't know who it was. The guy attacked me, so I took off. Now he probably thought I was running, but what I was doing was getting enough memento so I could spin around and come back. I came up behind him and I lit him up.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He didn't know about your techniques.
Don't shoot at nobody if you ain't ready, because that's how it goes. I lit him up. Later on, I thanked him for keeping up my style. always a few that's gonna challenge you, especially if you out there. So I try and fly something that I can shoot. Now my favorite ship is the Karak. And what I don't like about it is, as big as that ship is, you should be able to at least fire one set of weapons. I mean, the fact that you can't fire no weapon on that ship at all is just ridiculous to me.
Come on, at the helm?
Yes. You can't fire nothing. If you don't carry at least 2 people with you, and somebody attack you, you're in trouble.
Oh, the Carrick? Yeah.
I figure the overhead gun or the underhead gun, you should have control of that. The 2 on the sides, that's where you put your people or your NPCs or whatever. But you should have control of at least one of those weapons. There should be no ship in the game that you don't have control of at least one weapon as the pilot.
Unless it's like a racing ship, I think I agree with that.
Well,
Travel engaged.
Protect whatever
Quantum
you're in.
travel
I
complete.
don't even think racing ships have weapons, do they?
Some of them
There's
do.
one, the Razor that I know of.
I haven't raced
The
yet, so
LX,
if I race it, it's gonna
Fury
be the info.
LX doesn't have any weapons, and that's a racer. What other ship? Super, I can't remember. Oh,
The Gamma? I don't know.
the Mirai Pulse LX does not have any weapons.
Yeah, but the other one does.
Yeah.
One, oh yeah. You said racing, right?
Yep.
Racing ships. What do they need weapons for? It's a racing ship.
Right.
To be
But there is
fair,
one that actually has a weapon.
to be fair, because there are unscrupulous people that try to kill you while you're racing,
Thank you. Thank
you
you.
should have a weapon on your ship.
And that's how I feel about the Karak. You're flying this big ass ship. You're exploring. You're not attacking. You're not a pirate. You're just exploring. And then you get attacked. You should be able to defend yourself. Now the ship is too big to run unless you already got yourself set into a lock that you can automatically hit it, and you know you still got 3 or 4 seconds before you go into full stage and warp out of it. In the meantime, they can pick you off. Why would you make a weapon that you can't defend? I mean, a ship that you can't.
Just saying.
I might have the answer to that.
Go ahead, Miss Charm.
Oh, I said Ty, not me.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Now you got to answer for him.
I don't have answers for that.
No.
The Carrick is made for multi-crew. That's why. Period.
Landing gear
The
down.
pilot is just supposed to fly. That's what he's supposed to be concentrating on. He's not supposed to be targeting anything. If you think about it, he brings it around for the target, for the gunners or whoever, and that's why. Just saying. I'm just like when the Polaris comes. The pilot is just supposed to fly. Everybody else is supposed to be handling the shooting. So.
The Hammerhead's the same way too.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, the Hammerhead. You have.
Does it have weapons at the helm?
Yeah, you have missile control for the pilot. And that's all you have. You don't have anything else.
Oh man, I'm in a. Ooh. That's a 30K. I was in a server recovery loop, and now there's 30K.
Mm.
It's not 8 o'clock yet. check and make sure they didn't pull it early or something. Alright, well.
As soon as that bad boy drops, I'm gonna be all over it.
You're gonna be on, man. You gonna tear it up, Shadow? You can't wait, huh?
Can't doggone right, I can't wait.
Shadow gets wave 1 PTU, don't you, Shadow?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wave 1.
Ready. He's ready.
Hello, am I still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I
No.
thought my phone died on me. And now I'm looking at something completely different. I could see everybody, but now I'm looking at a stream and everything is lined up and I have to scroll.
The Discord app, when you're in a voice channel like this, especially if someone's streaming or you got a bunch of different people in, the Discord app does not handle scaling the screen correctly. Like
Wow.
you might be in horizontal mode when you're actually holding your phone vertical. It's broken.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was working, but then it changed. But yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. And I am in this. I think I'm in this. No, wait a minute. Am I in Discord? No, I'm on YouTube.
You're on Discord. Oh, I was say you're
I don't
in
even know where I'm at. Honestly, look. I used to be good at this years ago. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I really need to stop trying to be solo. I gotta laugh about it. But there was a time when I could do all of this. I can't do this stuff no more.
Mm-mm.
getting old. You
No,
getting
You need your
old.
buddies, man. You need your buddies.
I hate it. I hate the fact that I'm getting old. I will be doing. I will be doing 70 September 1st.
Oh,
man.
man.
Really?
All right. Okay,
I love
bro.
it.
Welcome
Man,
to
you,
the ASOP
hey,
vehicle
that's good
retrieval
stuff.
that's all
system.
right. That's good
Just
stuff.
teasing. I didn't realize you
And the
were that old.
30K.
Yep, I am. I am. Don't tell nobody.
I didn't
Oh,
even.
well,
It's already
Oh,
out there, man.
hallelujah.
It's
Total
out there
world,
now.
I've got another 30K. I didn't even get to the hab elevator.
Please visit
Wow.
us again.
They may be dropping it tonight, I think.
Yeah, well, they did say something that was bad, and it was good for me for a good long time, but now I must be getting into the bad servers. They're just...
Did you get your stuff back? Or is it
Man,
still
I haven't even been able to get out of the damn hangar again. I don't
Get
know.
out. All that time you've been in the hangar? You a dedicated soul.
No, I haven't been in the hangar. I've been exiting and coming back into the hangar. I've been relogging. I've had 30Ks. Yeah.
That's what I did yesterday on that mission. I'm right there. And I'm coming in. And the mission was a search mission. Where you come down and you just identify the body. And the mission is over. Right?
Mhm.
I'm right there. And these 3 ships pop up. And they shoot me. I'm
Oh,
at
yeah.
a CR8. And I don't have the medical bed. Right? They shoot me, and immediately I get out of the pilot seat because I'm falling slowly, and I jump out the back door. I'm falling slower than the ship. The ship hits the ground, it blows up. I'm coming down. When I hit the ground, I was okay, but then all of a sudden it flipped me on my back, and I went unconscious. And I'm like, I'm not losing no more gear today.
That happened to me.
So I signed out to the thing.
That happened to
When I
me.
signed out
Remember
to
that
the
super?
You brought me back to the space station,
Fell right out.
but I was still unconscious.
I was on my way to what was it? I was on my way to Han to do some cargo, right? Or go get a rock. And I got
Yeah,
jumped by the NPCs. They shot up my ship. I had to do an EVA out of the back of the ship. The ship went down to the ground, and I'm falling, and I fell down, survived, but then I fell over, and Gortok came and saved me.
But you were lucky you had some help. And that's why I said I can't go solo no more. I'm done with it. Because I'm just gonna fail. Anybody who's solo, and I got a web, I actually created a page where I was going to just go live, and the name of the page is solo, but it's actually a name behind it where any player that's a solo player, if you get in trouble, all you had to do is hit the tag, and all solo players would come to your aid. I can't even get it off the ground. I can't even get it off the ground, honestly. It's the
Poor
matter.
Draconia.
We got what at this point? 2,470,000 people. Added at least 20,000 got to be solo.
4
At
million.
least
4 million.
4 million. Well, out of 4
Almost
million,
5.
I'm gonna say 50,000 got to be solo. So my site will work, but I may have to change the name at this point.
There was
I'm gonna just wait till they go live and see what happens.
like
I
last.
ain't gonna.
What was it?
But
Last
right now,
week?
I am the only member.
You gotta name it. Don't name it solo. Name it help. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh man.
No, it's true, too.
There you go. Life alert.
Oh, the clapper, how to go? Clapper,
Oh,
baby.
I can't.
Wait a minute. Last week, what was it, Miss Charlie? I was out doing something. I was rock mining on Walla, and this guy came and shot up the ship, but I killed him. But the ship was so badly damaged, I could barely get to it. To the
You
pan.
can't do nothing. You stuck.
No, I made
Yeah,
it. I made it.
No, he made it. He
Was it
literally.
a player or an NPC?
Hey.
It was an NPC. He shot my
Hey.
wings off.
Oh, that was that Cutlass. I remember. I was online with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky,
that
that
time.
happened to Rocky. We were in his ship, and we were doing box missions, and a damn Cutlass came up. Rocky's like, son of a bitch, and we got up and out, and we ended up. I took the rear turret, and I was on the ship with him that day, and we shot him out of the sky. We got him good, but damn, like these
know.
NPCs, you can't. It's like, hello.
And see, that's why I can't fly solo no more. Because in that particular circumstance, I would have had to run or ditch my
Well,
ship.
no, he
Get away
shot him.
from it.
He could have shot him down. He did most of the shooting. I got in the rear turret just to cover the back, but actually he did most of the. Rocky did it himself.
The
More
only
than-
ship that I have that I can protect myself in that's big enough and has enough guns is the Phoenix. That's it. Every other ship, the Karak, the big one with those muscle type landing gear, I can never remember the name of it, like I say, was given to me. But all these ships that I purchased and I'm waiting for them to finish, I got the big pilot ship that transports people like a plane. What's that? The Genesis.
You got the
Starliner. You got
Starliner.
that one? Dang.
Starliner. I'm waiting for
My
that.
man got it all.
I'm waiting
Oh,
for
man.
the
been around a
Iron
while.
Flame. I'm
Shave,
waiting
you
for
got
the-
that one?
I'm waiting for what's the other one?
You got the big people transporter.
Galaxy something.
Oh yeah, we all got it. Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
are
was
waiting for the
claiming that one.
Galaxy.
Yeah. Well, those are the top four. Then I got the Karak. I got two Karaks.
Dude,
One
what?
of them is the Genesis.
Dude, what if you
Carrots.
That gives you a ship.
Caracks?
Isn't ready yet. So I got two Karaks.
Hey, I like it like that.
Correct.
Say it that
Okay.
way.
I like
Hey.
it, baby.
Now look,
Hey,
yeah, I'm loaded in.
Eh, Put some zest to that thing, bruh.
first time. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody say it
Oh.
that way. But
I want
do
the
you
one-
eat
yeah.
goggles?
I want my
I
railing.
love it.
That's what I
Mm.
want.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my railing, and definitely the Polaris.
When they put the med bed in the SRV.
No,
The
the C8R. The C8R.
Yeah, I was watching a video on YouTube. This guy's going to do a bunker mission, and he lays in the bed and programs himself to come back to his ship, to his rover.
Yeah, that's the medevac.
Yeah, Well, I never got a chance to test it to see if that was actually working.
It does
when I
work.
laid it, big, I got a 30K.
It does work because I've used
Man,
it many a
it work?
time.
It does work?
Shave can tell you.
Now you know what's good about that?
That one time,
If you got your uniforms and stuff, you can reform right there and you can finish that mission.
hey,
Now that's great for a solo player.
now I've been doing a lot of solo bunkers because I've been practicing, and I got that rover with me, and I have some extra equipment in the ship.
Yes.
And one time I went to a bunker, I got shot 6 times, but I was able to come back and get everything.
That's what I'm talking about. I never got a chance to test it. But mine just conked out on me. I lost everything. I lost the equipment I was wearing. I lost the ship itself. When I came back, I was back in that blue bathrobe. That's what I call it. And I'm like, damn. If I do this 3 more times, I'm gonna have to apply for space welfare.
Well, wait a minute. Shay, remember that? Because I kept dying on the elevator. So the elevator, I would bring the elevator up, put the equipment back on, and go back down there. I said, I'm going to finish this thing. And here come Red. Bip, bip. Shoot people in the head. Red, don't you go nowhere because you know you did it.
Damn it, Red.
It was funny. Oh, man, this one's taking a minute to get in. I'm trying to get back in so I can sell this cargo. But, yeah, that medevac works, man. I ain't gonna lie. One day I got a crime stat over at the distribution center. Remember, I don't know if Shay was on for that one.
Not sure.
I think no, you weren't playing. You were busy with Hutto, and I think Red was watching, and Gortok was there, and I was in the medevac, right, trying to get away, and then I said, you know what, just come shoot me. So they shot me, and it respawned me back inside the medevac. I was like, no, I said, this ain't gonna work. So they had to blow up the medevac, right? And then I was able to go. I said, oh, shoot. I said, just send me to Klesher.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm glad to hear that the medevac actually works.
Oh, it
that's
works.
That's great.
It
That's
works.
great.
Trust
I
me.
love to do bunker missions, and that's the one. Here's
Yeah, it really works. It's nice.
Bunker missions in 3.23. The big ones where you drive up the ramp and they got the ships blocking the door.
Yeah, the distribution center. That's the one Shadow was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think SRV up in there. But first, I flew the CR8 in just to see if I could fit, and it flew in. But as soon as I crossed that threshold, I got a crime stat 2.
Oh, you probably were on an unfriendly
SRV,
bunker, unfriendly DC.
The CR8 disappeared, and I'm standing there. And at that point, they all just came at me. They killed me. I ended up in jail. I think I had a 7-hour penalty. So I signed out, came back in the next day, and then I came back and I did it with the rover. But I had the rover that had the medevac. You can pull in, but as soon as you pull in, whoever you want to shoot, you got to shoot them immediately, because when you stop, you can't shoot no more. I took out the first 10, but I couldn't take out the ones that was in the back. I did complete that mission, and I got all the freaking uniforms. And I think at that point, I'm gonna put it like this: they must have been watching me, like, oh, this is a solo guy. We gonna nip his shit in the bud. When I came back to do it the second time, they was waiting for me. 5 of them at the same time and killed me.
They looked at you and said, oh, hell no, he ain't doing that again.
That was it. I was done after that. I was like, oh, hell no, they didn't. Yes, they did.
All right. I got to split. It's dinner time. You guys enjoy the rest of your gaming.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks
All
for
right.
stopping by.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yes, the Ursa Medevac is a very essential vehicle. Just gonna
Oh
say.
wow, my picture is back now. I can see everybody again.
Vehicles, your vehicle
So
has been
I
delivered
can't
to the following
do
location.
7 people at one time, but I can do
Please
6.
visit us again.
And I still got 2 empty spaces. I don't get it.
But see, also too, Falconian, if you have the C8R, that one you can respawn in that.
Yeah, but they destroyed that because I flew it inside the hangar. I mean, inside the bunker. I went inside those doors because it was short enough that you could fly in. But as soon as you flew in, I got the penalty. So I couldn't respawn in it because they penalized it and took it somewhere. But had it been on the platform, which I know now, yeah, I could have respawned right there, put on my second uniform, went back in and did what I had to do. As soon as I get this thing working right, that's going to be one of my main ones. Bunker missions. Because, hey, bunker missions is how I started. I started off with the bunker mission. I went to the hand miner, because that was the big thing back then. Filling up the backpack, taking it, dropping it off. I got the not the mold, the first one, the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't work out at all. I mean, I actually tried to find rocks that I could mold. I couldn't find anything. Now I'm finding rocks all over the place, in space, on the planet. But I need something that I can fly and fill up. I don't want to buy the mold because it's too big. That's made for 3 people. So I guess I have to go back to that smaller one. If they stop penalizing me, I can probably work with it.
You should be
Or
fine
the
with it now.
Why would
It's
they?
not-
What do you mean by penalize you though?
I can do that.
Well, they make it. They were making it really harder for a single player to mine.
Yes.
Why though?
If you have
Trying
a
to
correct,
balance
you
it
can put a
out.
rock and an SRV in there side by side and not have a problem.
Hey,
Now,
I've
you
got
have-
your answer for you, Falcone.
What is it?
I made it to Crew L1, and I have nothing in my gear storage tier, just nothing at all.
So it's not universal.
Nope, and good thing too.
That's disappointing.
No.
Why?
No,
That's
all right.
That's
That's
realistic.
real life.
That's
But
realistic.
that is right there in Microtech's territory where he's at.
It doesn't
No.
matter.
I'm in Crew L1.
So you can't pull it over from that side.
No.
Not unless you carry it.
Well,
No, you have
now
to
I
carry
need
it.
to- Okay. This is my next question. If you are Microtech, anything that's MIC, can you pull it up from that?
No.
No.
You have if something is in New Babbage, it is only in New Babbage.
Right.
If something is at Mike L1, it is only at Mike L1.
Gotcha.
You can't.
Alright.
It's the same. It's the same thing as you're dealing with now. The difference is you have to go to a kiosk in order to access your inventory instead of pressing the I button.
Okay, I get that. Now here's my question: why you got so many of them?
Why do you have
What
so
gear storage
many of them?
kiosks?
Yeah, why you got
So
so
that
many?
everybody can be. So if you got a whole bunch of people on a station, you got plenty of kiosks for everybody to use wherever they're at.
Well, there's a whole lot on Microtech.
Well, there's a
Well,
whole
yeah,
lot
they're
everywhere.
they're all over the stations. I mean, I'm in the observation area and I can see, just standing in one spot, random spot, I can see 6, or is that 7?
It probably
I can
was
see
that.
7. I can see 7 right here, and I know that there's some close by that I can't see.
But
So
so they're
that's fine.
basically going to get rid of the inventory button itself, and you're just going to go to a kiosk and go through your
I mean,
stuff.
what if they only had like 1 or 2 on a station? Would you? And people would
Well,
always be
first of
lining
all-
up to get to them.
But here's the thing. First of all, there's a kiosk inside when you wake up.
Yep.
So,
So
why
you
would you
can-
need another one? Whatever you need to do, you can do it right there before you even walk out the room.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Have you never left a room without? I mean, if you leave the room and realize you forgot
Yeah.
something, you can't get back in
Yeah.
there. You
Right.
can't get back in the rooms.
And then when you reach the spaceport and you get ready, there's 2 kiosks standing right there.
Yeah.
That's the
So,
whole idea. The whole
all the other
idea.
ones, look, Microtech got kiosks running all around where you buy your food and rent your ships. They're
Yeah.
all over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are kiosks in the hangar because I can't remember if I've seen it. But
There
that's
are
another
kiosks
thing.
in the hangar. Yes.
Well, guess what? If you got it in the hangar and you got it where you wake up, you really don't need it no place else.
No, you really do. You
Especially
need it all over the place.
Yeah, well, I'm saying for
When
the
you're
planet
running, let me ask you something. When you're running through a hangar or a station or anywhere in a landing zone or whatever, do you only access your inventory? Do you only press that I button when you're in your hab or when you're in your hangar, or do you going around doing stuff and you realize, oh, I need to grab something out of my inventory, and you just grab it right there?
I press that I button every
Yeah,
time I
you
think I need to check something.
exactly.
Right?
So now you can do that.
I'm
Yeah,
in
you
the
can
ship,
do.
I already loaded my stuff.
Yeah, so
But
now instead of pressing the I button, you just go to a kiosk and there's always one nearby. Wherever you're at, there's always one close to you. That's the point. That's
there's
why there
not
are so
one.
many.
But it's not one in your ship.
No.
Well, no,
Which you
because your
can
ship
do with
your
the
ship
I
does
button.
not yeah, but your ship doesn't have a vehicle inventory anymore, remember? So if you
I
get on a
understand.
ship right now and you press the I button just anywhere, you've got a vehicle inventory. Now, if you get in your ship, you've only got your personal inventory, your backpack, your armor pouches, or whatever. You don't have that vehicle inventory anymore. What you have to do is go to a vehicle and get, like, in a locker or those external, like,
Yep, you
doors
have
or
to get out
lockers or stuff. That's
and go
what you have to
the
use.
inventory that's in the space hangar, do what it is you need to do, and then come back and get in your ship.
Yeah,
I
you
get
have
it.
to physically
I
move
get
stuff into your ship. Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I mean, it's a good idea, but my thing is, wherever you are on any planet or any space station, you should be able to pull your stuff up.
No.
No. No.
Nope.
It's not gonna be like that. I
It's
get
not
it.
realistic. It's
That
not
would be great.
realistic.
No,
It's not
because
realistic.
Because it's not an Uber bringing it. So if you're on another station, it will take a little bit longer, right? Because it's being delivered.
Okay,
Just like
later on,
being
I see what you're saying now. I understand what you mean. You don't mean immediately have everything at your fingertips right now, but yes,
right. Be able
they
to access it.
yeah, a CIG has stated in the long storied history somewhere that you will eventually be able to move stuff like that, right? It might take some time. You can move ships, items, stuff like that. So they haven't even talked about it in years, and I can't remember where it was I read it or watched it. But yes, that is something that you will be able. Well, I say that as far as I know, that is something you will be able to do. I thought you were saying that you should be able to just hit that I key anywhere and get everything. But no, I understand what you're saying now.
Have you ever engaged in Eve?
No.
I gave
have no
Eve,
interest in Eve.
I gave Eve 10 years. Now I'm gonna tell you what I see in Star Citizen. I see Eve coming into Star Citizen. The difference is, in Eve, you only had your ship.
Yeah, your ship was your avatar.
Yeah. Star Citizen allows you to walk around your ship and everywhere else with all the convenience of Eve. Now there's some good aspects and some bad, just so you know. But that's what I've been seeing since they started graduating. And I gave Eve 10
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Let's see.
They told me I could sell my avatar at the point that I walked away from it. They held it for I'm gonna say maybe 2 or 3 years. But I'm like, no. My problem with Eve was, as an individual player, and that game was set up as for solo. But if you wanted to run in a pack, you could. But what it was basically was everybody who ran in a pack attacked people who weren't in one.
Quantum travel engaged.
And that's what made me leave it.
How you doing, Hydroport?
Just be in the group.
Hey,
All right,
Gortok.
gentlemen.
Hey, man.
Sorry, Shadow.
That's all right.
I was just gonna say I'm about to get out of here. They'll be taking down the bill just any minute now.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's not really been an update. They haven't said it, but it doesn't matter because it's nearly 8 o'clock. I have to get up early. I gotta drive for 8 hours tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Be
Yeah.
safe.
So
Have a safe trip.
you
whatever
guys
you're
have
doing.
a great evening.
Thanks
All right.
for hanging
And
out
be
with me, Ty, and telling me stuff. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Wow,
All
8-hour
right.
drive. I've been retired fully for 2 years. When I say fully, I'm not working anywhere, and basically it's boredom at this point. But driving for 8 hours, definitely got to be careful. I'm sure he's seen a lot, and I know he's experienced in what he does. But you always have to say, just be careful, because there's always the one who ain't paying attention that you got to look out for.
Yeah. There's crazy.
And this being the 4th of July weekend here, everybody's traveling.
4th of July weekend is coming up. I've already seen every firework that could be launched from my backyard, because they just gearing up. I think this is going to be one of the hottest ones on record. I might actually video.
What area of the States are you in?
I'm in between Philadelphia and New York.
I'm sure it's hot for you guys. Y'all are not used to this heat.
I'm almost in the middle, so I can travel I can do 55 miles either way, and I'm gonna hit either one. Well, the tri-state. I got Philly, Delaware, New York, and New Jersey.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure y'all are getting a lot more heat than y'all are used to up there.
Listen, today is a good day. It's only 74, but we
you
had
suck.
heat waves for the last 2 weeks, so I'm loving this.
You suck.
This is great.
Yeah. 93 today.
This is great.
And I can't imagine how hot it is where Shadow is right now, but it's gotta be in.
It's 106.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Yeah. We've got oppressive heat here because it's not as hot as 106, but it might as well be 106 because we literally melt.
Yeah.
The humidity.
That's that humidity for me. I mean, it can be hot, but if the humidity is low, I can deal with it. But if the humidity is high, then it makes it even hotter.
Nah. Yeah, for sure.
Right, New Orleans.
New Orleans? Whew.
Oh, yeah. Right there on the coast.
Mhm.
Low sea level.
That
always
humidity is
awful.
horrible over there.
Yep.
How hot is it there right
Oh
now?
my God! I just saw a constellation fall right into a pit. Wow!
How hot is it where?
Hey. Here it is.
Constellation Phoenix?
It was I don't know if it was a Phoenix, but it was a constellation.
He didn't have his fans open.
Yeah, well, guess what? He fell right in the pit where that building came in. Oh, this is the same server that I was on. Lord have mercy.
Hey, you said how hot was it here?
Yeah. In New Orleans.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
How hot is it where you at?
It was 91 today, so it wasn't like the hottest it's been, but it's been like humidity was just
That's my thing, humidity. Oh my goodness. I start sweating, I can't stop. I might go through 8-9 bottles of water in 2-3 hours because I'm sweating that hard.
Yeah, I walked outside.
Right now in New Orleans it's 93. 65% humidity. It feels like 110.
Well, I think right now, hold on a second.
We're at
What-
80. We're at 80%.
What's the
No, we're at 68. Excuse me. It's gonna be 68%, and then in the next few, it's going up. It's increasing.
Now check this. It's 74 right now, and it's dropping down to 64 tonight.
That's
Here, I-
sleeping weather there, man. That's good stuff.
Hey, 64 is air conditioning.
I
part
put
of
it this way: it's 85 degrees officially, and it feels like it's 92 right now. So, and the sun's going down. So, I mean, it's just been. Tomorrow, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be 95, and it's going to feel like 103.
Yeah.
We are in heat wave territory all over the planet. So drink plenty of water.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And
It's going to
try
hit.
to stay as cool as possible.
It's
That's all
going
I
to
can-
hit 89% humidity at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
It's gonna. You might as well walk outside and just.
Hey,
But
when it's hot like that, I put the blackout shades up on all the windows. The first floor is gonna be the coolest. I got 2 floors. The second floor is melt. Open. It's people don't ain't hip to this, but you open up the windows on the second floor, and that allows the cool air to raise up. If you have 2 stories, if you close the windows, the heat stays there. It'll stop at the top of the stairs, and it's just gonna smelt because the roof is gonna bring it in. So that's the vent point. It's worked for me for 35 years.
Yeah, it's not like that here. I don't get like where I'm at. As my husband calls it a toilet bowl. You know, we have. Well, it's because we're surrounded by mountains, and there's no. We're like in the middle of it. There's no airflow, and everything just kind of comes and sits on top of you, and so we
I know
don't.
what that means. Yeah.
You can't
Like,
get any
The attic vent.
attic vents.
Yeah, they put it in the attic and it vents straight up.
yeah,
It
you open
pulls
up your
the
windows
air.
downstairs,
I
it
don't-
pulls the air in from outside, pulls the
Now
heat out.
the bad.
Well,
the
but when
bad-
it's that damn hot,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to say the bad part about that is if it's 100 degrees outside, you're pulling hot air into the house. But the attic vents all the hot air out. I can't say how it works good or bad because I don't have one, but they say if you need to cool your house off, the attic vent will suck everything in from the first floor, take it up to the second floor, and shoot it straight through the ceiling. That's an attic vent.
I got dormers with open vents up there. I do know that. Like it's like a little doghouse like thing on top of my roof, and there's vents that come out. But
Well, I mean that's good if the wind is blowing, so it'll work. It'll work because if the wind is blowing through, it'll cool that attic right off.
that's
It'll
all
cool
right.
up.
I just keep my
The
thermostat
bedroom
set.
cool up some of the air. I mean, like the whole thing is when you reach a certain age, you want to be as cool as possible.
I turn my thermostat down to about 66 degrees.
Oh yeah. I got me one of those what they call them awnings, but it's not an awning. It's the one that you put poles in the ground and then you connect this net to it.
Uh-huh.
I put that over my whole patio, and literally it could be 100 degrees outside. I go out there and sit under that thing, and it's 10 degrees cooler than any place else.
Well, but see, if you don't have humidity, it's nice. See, here, you try to get in the shade, it don't do you a lick of good. It
So
don't.
you in humidity all the time. Now sometimes we don't have humidity, but we have heat, and it could be
Dry heat.
95 with no humidity, and you can literally walk around like it's just a regular summer day.
Yeah, I know. My daughter went up to Buffalo, New York to visit during the summertime. It was in the 80s, and she's like,
God.
everybody's like, let's go swimming, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I ain't getting in that cold pool. She goes, it's too cold to be going swimming.
That's right. You told Buffalo, yeah, you might be talking 63-degree weather. I mean,
So,
water.
She was
It's cold.
visiting, yeah. She's like, I'm not getting in that water. Thank you very much. See here, when you go put your hand in the water here, it's, I'm sure Shadow And we're complaining about heat. He gets that feels like a blow dryer blowing on him all the time.
I'm telling you.
Yes. Oh, I
It's like
can't do it.
it's like living in a dryer, because my son lived in West Texas, so it was flat. It's just flat, no, and just windy, but it was hot like it is in Nevada, right? And we'd be sitting in the shade, and yes, you wouldn't sweat, okay, but you could feel that hot air blowing on you. You're like,
Yeah.
this is just not. I mean, it wasn't unbearable though. Like I said, even here, you guys sit in the shade, and especially now, for me, it's even worse now that I've hit my age, because I'm going through those. It's just that time for me, and so when I go, and I already get hot flashes without any help. And then to get a hot flash while you're trying to sit outside, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh my God, help me, please. And I'm running inside trying to get in front of an air conditioner or do something, because I can't do it. I used to be a sun bunny, and you won't see me. I don't like getting out in the sun anymore. Yeah, I don't know how. I've seen some of these older women out on the beaches now, and I look back and I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell do they do that? But I mean, if I got water to get into, I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be outside in the sun all day long, but if I have not got anywhere to cool off, no. Oh, my poor oldest grandson. I feel so bad for him. We were supposed to be doing the 4th of July. They did it this past weekend. They did like a fireworks show in our little town, and the public pool was open. They were discounting the entry, and had live music and a bunch of stuff going on, and fireworks show afterwards. And they set it up so you pay one price, you get in. We had to leave for about an hour, but then you could come back in as long as you had the wristband. You didn't pay. Well, we get there early so that the boys can actually have time to swim before everybody gets there. And my dum-dum grandson, I love him, but he's a dum-dum. He's 14, and he's doing 14-year-old boy stuff, and he goes and does backflip off the side of the pool. And he cracked his head.
Ouch.
Oh, God.
Gave himself whiplash, busted his head open, and ended up with 5 staples and a concussion.
Ooh.
Did
Was
not
he
get to
really
enjoy
trying
the
to
rest
do-
of it.
Was he
Huh?
trying to do a backflip into the water?
Mm-hmm.
Well, boys will be boys. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
I know.
I've seen the breakage.
Oh, I know.
All 3
My
of them.
daughter's the one who does the breakage, though, not my boys. And my son, I take that back. There was one time when he was 9 years old, and Bill was playing catch with him, and he was throwing these big old pop flies. Well, where we lived at the time, there was this the driveway goes up, and there was a business down to the right of us, and there's a big drop off, like a 5-foot drop off. And my son goes up to the edge of it, leans over to catch the pop fly, and next thing I know, I watch him head dive
Ooh.
off this 5-foot plus wall. Scared me bad.
I know it did. Hopefully
He-
he landed in the sand.
There was concrete. So he goes down, and somehow or another he contorted himself to the point that he caught himself, right, with his other hand, busted his chin, broke his arm, but caught the ball.
Wow.
He got up, he was so mad that he turned around and he raised his hand to go punch his father. He was so mad at him for making him fall like that. Until then he realized he was swinging with the broken arm. And he was like, ah!
That just made matters worse.
So, of course, we ended up taking him to the emergency room, and stitches in his chin. That's the only time he's ever broken anything. Now, my
Now, you know,
daughter, on the other hand,
now he's gonna have some stories to tell his grandchildren.
my daughter broke her collarbone running. She was 3.
Yeah, how? I don't even know how that can even happen.
She was running so fast and she tripped over her own 2 feet and did a shoulder roll, and the way it hit broke her collarbone.
Wow, that's
And
scary.
and that doctor said that had to be hard because kids that age generally their bones are not that hard
Yeah,
yet.
they're supposed to be flexible.
Yep, she broke her
Yeah.
collarbone.
That's scary.
And she's twisted her ankles, had stitches in the back of her head. She's the one that I've had to take to the emergency room more than my son. And my oldest grandson, we've taken to the emergency room several times already. I was like, he gonna be just like his mama.
Which one of them is the race car driver?
That was my father.
Nobody picked up behind him because they having injuries like him. For real.
My daughter likes to drive fast. I will say my daughter likes to drive fast. Oh, and my grandson likes to, yeah, I want to say probably so because he's flipped 4-wheelers and wrecked stuff and flipped a go-kart. Yeah.
There you go. Now, for those injuries, that's what that sounds like.
And he's a linebacker.
They're already ready.
He's a linebacker too.
That's deep.
He's kamikaze. He's
I'm going to assume that you are not a registered nurse, but you definitely know first aid.
I put it this way. You should have seen me at the pool. I was just like, what the? Because first he said I hit my head. So I look at him and I'm like, are you bleeding? And he puts his hand up and didn't pull any blood down. I said, well, just take it easy. And then next thing you know, he starts, I don't know what happened. Anyway, he turns around and all of a sudden I see blood running down the side of his head. And I'm like, get over here right now. And I sat him down and I grabbed the towel and I'm like, where's this blood coming from? I'm trying to find it. And I'm like, I found it. And I'm like, Danielle, I called him over there and I'm compressing my towel on top of his head, trying to slow the bleed down. I'm like, you're going to have to take him to the emergency room. She doesn't do good with that stuff. She gets kind of panicky.
I've had my fulfillment in the last 45 years of running people to the emergency room. All family members. My middle son decided he was going to ride his bike.
Oh, Captain Pancakes in the house.
That's all. Just ride to a house and you go visit. And those drainage things that the water goes into on the side of the curb, his front tire went in one of those and caused him to flip over the bike and he broke his wrist. Now, he still had to go to his girlfriend's house because he didn't have a cell phone. So he needed to get there so he could call me to come get him, take him to the hospital. So at the point that I get the phone call, it's from his girlfriend's dad. And he's like, sir, your son is here. Do you have insurance? I was like, why would you ask me a question like that? He said, because your son is injured. I said, well, what happened? He said he flipped over a manhole, and I think he may have broke or fractured his wrist. I said, well, okay. I said, our hospital is about 2 miles down the road. I said, take him there, and I will meet you there. I'm in the house painting the ceiling. I'm covered in paint. I'm using a roller, so I'm practically covered. I get to the hospital, and looking at me, they thought I was the patient. I was like, I'm covered in paint. Do you see any red? And 20 minutes later, he shows up. I got there before he did.
I guess he didn't think it was this big emergency.
Well, he did have a fractured wrist. He wore a cast for 6 months. But because, well, he was in the same town. But apparently, he rode further than he thought he did. Because I got to the hospital before he did, and all I did was walked out the front door, got in the truck, and drove to the hospital. But they had to get him in the truck, or wherever, whatever vehicle he had, get him to the hospital. And then, like I said, they showed up 20 minutes late.
Dang.
Okay. But every now and then, kids gonna break stuff.
Oh
Why?
yeah.
Because they're experimenting and they're learning. But
Yeah.
if you do the same thing twice, that's mental. You're supposed to learn from your experience. So he was like, Dad, I'm never riding this bike again. I said, don't blame it on the bike. Blame it on you not looking at the ground where you rode.
Hey, our saying is accidents come from not paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And we were like that. I've been to the emergency room a bunch of times, but not at my own fault.
Well, I have too, but from strange things that I had no control over.
Mm-hmm.
None whatsoever.
You there, Shadow? I know we're over talking your stream.
You're just talking. I'm just doing the cargo.
Sorry. We're just having a
what?
conversation.
Guess what? That conversation is on the internet forever. We sealed our fate. It's on the internet forever. It was a pleasure to meet you, Charmy.
No, I've met you before, Falconian.
I know, but I thought I was gonna be a solo player, but guess what?
You're not.
The reality is that is not gonna happen.
Jumping service, Shadow.
So I'm ready.
You jumping?
Yeah. I started off with Shadow. I'm staying with you.
I'm getting ready to. Yeah.
Went to an outpost to fill up my C1,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't see the ship.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened in the past 3 days.
All right, well, I could do it while I'm driving, but
days
they don't
ago.
use your phone. So I'm going to sign off because I need to go to the store. And if you still live when I come back, I'm going to come back in.
After this run, after this drop off, I'm getting ready to call it.
Well, believe it or not, my store is so close I can be there in 5 minutes. So I don't know how long it take you, but whatever. I'm going to do all the things that you gave me insight on to see if I can fix this. And if I can't, I'm just gonna reformat everything.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna even wipe the new hard drive. It's brand new. I only had it 30 days. But I know wherever that problem is that's causing everything to conflict and lock in, that's got to be it. And it might be hit HUD.
Yeah.
It might be hit HUD. I'm really thinking that's what it might be. It says that you can lock the component out, but maybe it's not actually being locked out.
Yeah, I think you're having a problem where the third-party software is conflicting. So.
Yeah, because it keeps switching me, and it's only those two. Now I have 5 different things that I use in this game, but those 2 are the only ones that's conflicting. Well, actually, it's 1. Because 3 and 4 is not connected to anything else. I don't have to reformat any of the other connections, just the 2 sticks. It jumps from 3, and then it goes to 4.
Yeah.
And it jumps back to 3, then goes back to 4. Just the 2 sticks.
Yeah.
I've even pulled out the plugs and reversed them. It didn't do anything. It still switched.
It's got to be the third-party software that's messing with your stuff. That's the only thing I can think of at this point. If it's not kind of like whitelisted with CID or Star Citizen or whatever, it may be causing an issue. I don't know. Because there's so many times that I've had conflicting things with keyboard and stick and all like that. It's a mess. But then when they took out the joysticks, the default joysticks on the new build, oh man, I had a hard time getting stuff set up.
Nope, still not doing it.
Still not?
Nope.
It might be the ship, Gortok. Did you claim it?
Quantum travel complete.
No?
It might be the ship. Sometimes you have to dump the ship, get a fresh one. You got anything on it?
No, but I've got to do
Quantum
something
travel
here.
engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Well, Miss Jeremy, so far, the cargo that I've been hauling has been doing very well. Even though it's not, high grade stuff, I've been able to sell it and carry it without issues. So,
If you are able to complete the mission, then you are successful.
yeah, that's for sure.
That's the whole key. My thing is just complete the mission. I have found so many escape routes and stuff that don't work where I can work my way around it, but it seems like as I'm working my way around one problem, I create another one. It just makes matters worse. Right? It took me 4 hours to get out of the hangar, and when I went to start the mission, it said you failed. It didn't say time limit, but it says something to the equivalent of failure to complete mission.
Thank you.
On something. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what that part was. But I'm at the spot. The mission is still registered. I'm seeing the fail, but I can still see the mission, even though it told me I failed.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's still listed, can I turn it off, turn it back on, and maybe it will re-register and I can finish it right there?
Yeah, not really. What's up, Tone?
Not a lot. Doing better today.
It's good.
That would be server meshing, right?
No, I don't know. But
Do I?
I know this. When I was in the PTU and you get a server error, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you were working on, when it recovers, that mission is gone.
It has not changed.
Yep. I get that.
That happened to me today.
You had a server error?
I had a server error and I was sitting in front of 3 ships, and when it cleared up, they disappeared.
Yep.
Plus the servers.
It wasn't that happened to me. It was yesterday. And I already said this, but I'm saying it again. I was getting ready to complete a mission. I'm at the mission site. It was a bunker mission. All I had to do was go in and kill 10 people. That was it. I'm in the elevator, coming down to the first floor where the mission actually starts. And I get the fail thing, and it says mission's over.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was mission impossible.
So I go into the bunker, and I see bodies laying on the floor. So I start looting. Ain't nobody there. The 10 people I'm supposed to shoot, nobody's there. But I had 2 containers where I could retrieve weapons. I came out with a substantial amount that was almost like finishing the mission, because I had 10 people on the floor. I took all their uniforms. I took all the equipment, went back up to my C8, got in, flew back to Microtech, and then the mission crashed on me, and I lost everything. But I had it. But that was the standard operational procedure for the whole month of June. I lost $1 million of money that I made doing the retrieve the ship and Grimhex. Go in, get the ship, pull it out, and if you pull it out, you'll get paid immediately without even having to strip it. I made $1 million just doing that, and I lost all of it trying to complete cargo missions.
Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, cargo's been jacked up for the past little while.
It's still jacked up, and my favorite the black kite. I can't even see that. It don't even show. The one time it showed, the inside was completely redone,
Systems off.
and then they crashed on me before I could do the first mission, and I never saw it again.
It's out there. Black Kite mission is
But
out there.
apparently now I have to go through the security thing to get that back. Because each time they do this, they set up a new horizon. Now, all right. For instance, I'm watching the YouTube videos on how you do the new missions, and you start off as a low mission hookup. Let's say you're doing this security mission for Hurston, because that's where I saw it at. You raise up to a certain level, and at that point, then you can do the missions that's 50 and up. I don't know how many you have to do, but you have to start that way. And where I'm at Microtech, those missions are not there. They don't exist. So I have to go to Hurston, do those missions, and then come back to Microtech to get the Black Kite. Black Kite is one of my favorite missions. The bunker mission where you do 3 tiers of, you got to kill 10 3 times. That's another one of my favorite missions, but I can't even get to the point where I can actually get that. There is one that shows 10, but I can't get it to load. Or if it loads, I get a 30K before I get there. So I'm stuck where I'm at. If I continue to do missions at the point that I'm in, I'll be bankrupt in 2 weeks. So at this point, I'm sitting still. Gotta get some help.
I take my time doing my bunker missions. I just go in, do that, then go to another one, build the rep, keep going at it. I just been taking my time at them. I'm in no rush.
That's it. But even taking your time, I mean, well, I got 2 strikes against me starting off, but even taking your time,
Welcome to the
do everything right. Oh, wait, perfect subject right now. I can't remember what it's called that locks you in with one button so that you can attack other ships that's attacking you. Come on, I know somebody know the name of this. You get this halo. It's like a round circle, and it shows your speed. And when you tag a ship, it zooms you in automatically.
That's
what is that called?
Precision targeting.
Precision targeting. Okay, now here's my question with that. If it's precision targeting, isn't it supposed to, when you zoom in, you can lock on that ship and shoot precision things?
That's what it's supposed. That's what it's designed for. Yeah. But until components come in, where the components can be damaged or whatever, it's like almost non-existent.
So right now, it's just a glitch.
No, I mean it works. I've tried it, and I was attacking a specific area of the ship. Yeah.
I was shooting a Cutlass Black. I'm literally hammering this sucker. I'm in see, now what I need to start paying attention to is the names of ships. In my list is number 2. It's the one that shoots 4 guns. It's a little tiny fighter, but it's listed as light.
The Arrow.
They're Arrow, yeah, because they're in alphabetical order. So if I said number 2, you should know, unless you got others. Well, anyway, make a long story short, I'm hammering this Cutlass Black, Right? I see it lighting up. I'm hitting it to the point where it says ammo getting low, ammo getting low. So I release the trigger halfway because I got my trigger at 1 and 15. Right? So I can fire first set of weapons, second set of weapons through the same trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm watching it light up. And then I have to back off because if I keep shooting, my system's gonna go dead. It's gonna take that much longer to charge up.
Right.
And then I watch the ship zoom out. It turns around and comes back to attack me.
Welcome
I launch my
to the
flares
ASOC
and I
vehicle
start
retrieval
banging it.
system.
I'm banging it head on. It's coming right at me. So I got to drift to the side, spin around, and hit it from
Vehicle
behind.
threat. Your vehicle has been
Mhm.
delivered
And
to
then
the
I
following
get the
location.
30K.
Mm.
I'm in a dogfight. How did you
Please
get a
visit us
dogfight in
again.
30K?
Goodbye.
You come out to 30K, it's like the dogfight never existed and you naked. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
I lost $1 million worth of stuff. I'm carrying extra ammo. I always carry 3 uniforms, and I'm carrying full heavy gear because if there's something I want to loot, I'm gonna get it. I don't even know if you can hear me because my phone just went black. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. All right. So I'm carrying 3 sets of uniforms, which I always do. When I load up, I'm carrying everything I need 3 times, and if I can't do it in 3 times, then I go back, pick up, and come back. But when you lose that, every time you go out for a whole month, it kind of like just takes the kick out of it. When I said I lost $1 million, that's how I lose it.
Well, like I said, I before that wipe came, I bought a ton of equipment because that's just me. And the way this patch started, or 23 started, it was doing very well, and then all of a sudden, as soon as Invictus hit, everything started going down, and I started losing stuff left and right. So then when the new patch came, it was after that. We were waiting for 1A. And 1A came, and then here comes Xenothreat. Losing equipment left and right. It's a never-ending battle, man.
The journey was taken.
And especially when Xenothreat was running, it was such a slideshow a lot of the time. I mean, you could even remember, Tone, we were halfway across the system and we were still being affected no matter what.
That's right.
No matter what. So it is what it is. When server meshing comes, hopefully, I'm really hesitant to see what is going on with this new blockade mission when they drop 24, because that one needs, I have a feeling that one's going to need server meshing big time, but I don't know. I can't say.
Have you did the Jump Town mission since the new update?
No, I don't mess with Jump Town unless we all
Me
go
neither.
together and just do it.
I attempted to do Jump Town one time, and it wasn't even a new hookup. I think it was 17.
Yeah.
I'm flying in just to see what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody, the 2 of them came up and just blew me up.
Yeah.
That's
From that
about right.
point, I was like, no, I ain't never coming back here again by myself.
No, you don't mess with Jump Town. I mean, there's people that go in there and do it, you know, to go in there and check it out or get.
If I'm lucky, because every now and then I get a server, and I'm the only one on it. Have you ever had that experience?
No.
I
I
have
wish.
had that
We had a
at
server
least
one night where it was 6 of us
at least 7 times.
Oh,
since,
that's
on
right.
and we were all in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole
Just-
server by ourselves.
Quantum travel
And when that happens,
engaged.
I go to the best mission that pays the most, and I grind the hell out of it. But that's how I would do jump town. If I get a mission where it's just me, and the way I can tell is I'll hit what's F11 when you can see everybody in the chat
Yeah.
and it says 0.
Sometimes there's
don't know if
people
I'm a
there
bad
and,
player or what.
it's not working. But yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. But hey, I don't know if I'm a bad player or what. But when they put me in that, which is often, that's when I make my money. Basically, it's like this guy is so slow. Put him on a server by himself. I ain't mad at you. I'm like, hell, that's help. I'll tear it up. I think I made 800,000 once. I think that was 18. It was 8. No, 18 was the bad one, so it had to be 17.
It had to be 17.
Yeah, but hey, that was one of the best ones for me. I had 14 million before they wiped everything. Now, as a solo player, you playing by yourself and you accumulate 14 million.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good damn deal.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm at 2 million right now. And I had 3. I'm going backwards.
That's
I'm laughing to keep from crying.
Yeah, it's the nature of the beast, man.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. All right,
It's
guys.
the
Look,
nature.
I'm happy I got a chance to go live, and I may not remember how I got here tomorrow, but I'm here now. So this is how the rest of my evening's gonna end. I'm going to the jacuzzi. I called my son and told him to drop me off in bed before he leaves the studio, and I'm good to go.
All right.
That's it. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. All I want to do is reaccumulate what I have. And wait, before I go, one more question. NPCs.
Yeah.
They are supposed to take up the slack of when you don't have real people there.
Eventually.
I've watched several videos, but nobody has spoken on how much they're going to cost.
We don't know.
I think they're going to be very expensive.
We don't even know. We don't even know how much it's going to be for an NPC to load your ship.
Wow, we're going to be in trouble. Well, I'll put it this way. Whatever they decide will determine whether or not I'm going to keep these big ass ships I got or get rid of them. Because I ain't got no problem working for somebody. If I'm going to be a little guy, I'm going to be a little guy. But when I accumulate my cash, I'm going to get what I want. I still won't be able to defend myself. But maybe they'll have some slack on us. Because I don't even know how you think you can have a multiplayer game and not have individual players. That's just ridiculous. That's like saying positive and negative don't exist in the same space.
They don't.
They just being stupid. But they'll learn. Most of their players are single players. And hey, even if you're in a group, sometimes you just want to do things by yourself. What can you do if everything is multiplayer? That's all I'm saying. I can do a group, but hey, Sunday morning, 6 a.m. I got time to myself, no wife, no grandkids, no great-grandkids. Might want to get on and do a solo venture. What can I do? Design my hangar. Stack stuff up in the corner that I may use at some point. That's it. I want to put my uniform on. I want to strap the guns on, throw on my med pack, run up in there, and raise hell. That's what I want to do. But we'll see how that works out. I know they monitor everything, so hopefully they heard that. It's all good. Anyway, gentlemen, always a pleasure. Miss Sharman, love you. Guys, good night.
Yeah, have a
Take it
good
easy.
one, man.
Take it easy, Falcon.
All right. Have fun.
All right, man. We'll check it.
I'm good. I'm going to the jacuzzi.
There you go.
That's where I'm going right now.
All right. Well, this has been a good 3-hour session. Running around, making a little money, good conversation. It's all about what it is. Now, tomorrow, what have I got planned for tomorrow? Probably do some HRTs or something like that. Red, you gonna go with me?
HRTs? Sure, buddy. Let's knock some out.
If you want, that's up to you.
Yeah. I'll be at roll. Tomorrow I won't have any evening activities, so I'll be good to go.
What you got going on, Gortok?
Hi, off tomorrow, sir.
Oh, that's right. You off tomorrow, so you gonna be busy.
What?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Well, that's kind of what I got planned tomorrow, because I want to check it out, see how it's working.
Tomorrow evening?
Yeah.
I'll probably be on during that day, so.
Well, it depends on what's happening. I'm trying to get a schedule because that may change. I don't know. I'm looking into something and seeing what's happening with it. Oh, excuse me.
Alert. Alert.
And I gotta make a new video. Gotta work on some stuff.
I'm taking my joystick with me this time.
Yep. You going up to the farm?
Yeah, I'm off Thursday and Friday and the weekend, so yeah.
Okay.
Plan on it anyway.
How's it going, Miss Charmy?
Hey, it's doing all right. I've been here.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you. They were engrossed in talking.
I think I had my mic muted. I was just sitting here just chilling.
Hear you. Nothing wrong with that.
You interested in some HRTs, Tone?
What time?
Oh, I don't know exactly. Probably in the afternoon for me. It'll be in the evening for you.
Yeah, I'll do some HRTs with you.
I'm just gonna check out some stuff. I want to see how it's performing. Seems to be getting better. I can't say, that it's totally what it used to be, but I'm seeing some definite improvement compared to what we had recently, the past few weeks. So go do some of those, check it out, see what's happening. But performance has gotten better, but I know there's still some issues. Gortok's having issues.
What?
Yeah? Did you swap servers?
Yeah. And I was able to buy and sell a load of diamonds.
Okay.
A whole lot. But at least I was able to get in.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
gentlemen,
Problem just getting the game to launch.
Right.
I'm going to call it a night. I know you're getting ready to be done, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll talk at you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens when I get to the house.
Alrighty. Well, you take it easy and you be careful driving up there, Miss Charmy.
I will.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Yeah,
You
good
too.
hearing from you.
All right. You too. Bye bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure we get some good stuff going. Can't make it all work for us, but can at least try and see what's happening.
All you can do is try.
Yeah, but it is working better than it was. I'm gonna say it, and I think you all can agree. It was like being in a slideshow at times.
Yeah.
How many frames you getting right now, Shadow?
Well, right now in our corp, I'm getting 17,
Yeah, mine was real low earlier too.
but the server is running at 8 to 7, 7 to 8. So
Yeah.
but I logged out and logged back in, and this one is working better. It's actually the same server that I was on, and it put me back in the same one. But I think that one was dying. Can't say for sure. All right, got that. Made a little money. You know what? Yeah. Get some combat time in, see how it's working.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Things have been running much better, much better. Alrighty, well, ship is stored, and I'm gonna call it on this stream. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, and thank you for the likes and the views, and be back tomorrow. And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and see you tomorrow. Take care.
Later.
It was on earlier, it was fine.